There's no sound. You can hear me though. Damn. I'd have to stop it. I'd have to stop it for you guys to get audio. What could I do? Oh.
It's a token Tuesday. Get your fill here on K-Pop-O-C. Cause it's a token Tuesday. Go grab yourself a beer and sing it with me. Cause it's a token Tuesday. Let's have some fun, get out and bad. It's a token Tuesday. Or just one more thing, shut up, Nash. Shut up, Nash. Shut up, Nash.
Yes! Oh, man! All right, I screwed it up. I'm sorry, dudes. Welcome to Tall Can Tuesday. Man, we're trying something different. Trying like a little co-hosting action on this episode. So, man, unfortunately, I think you guys can hear me. Let me know if the audio is good, if the quality is good, and we'll keep going with the stream. 39 of you dudes watching. What's up? I'm K-Pop RC, and welcome to my channel. We do cool things. We build cool RC cars, and right now we're doing some really cool stuff with the HPI Baja. And yeah, we went and we ripped it up. We ripped up the Baja. And it was awesome and it was epic. And we're going to talk about that today. So it should be kind of awesome. We're going to scan through the footage that I shot. That video is hopefully coming out on Saturday at the same time that Scale Builders Guild's video of the same day is going to happen as well. So you guys are going to be able to watch like two perspectives of the day. One perspective is like heavily electric and the other one is heavily two-stroke. So it should be pretty freaking awesome, man. Pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, man, I don't know. Yeah, should be good. Should be a good episode. We also have a guest. So it's Double Clutch is back to come and hang out and chat. And we're going to kind of, break down everything about the Bajas and what to expect about, maybe with fifth scale in the future, that kind of stuff, like at least what I want to do with it. And hopefully maybe what Double Clutch wants to do with it, if he's going to end up buying one, and maybe a perspective of his coming into fifth scale, coming from like dirt 10th scale, like sand rail kind of 10th scale, sand paddles and stuff like that, and how that's going to translate into fifth scale, stuff like that. It's going to be great. Then we're going to talk about ideas for year-end content. We're going to talk about doing a couple of like the best scale as shit hashtags on Instagram, and maybe some ideas about that. But I think I should introduce our guest host coming in. This is Double Clutch Productions. What up, Brian?
Good
what is
evening.
Up, man?
Good evening.
How are you?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
I don't know. I had a rough day. I was riding my bike back from work and I heard a loud pop sound. And I was just like, it's better not be my tire. And then maybe, I don't know, a mile later, I'm like, it's totally flat. It's totally flat.
Are you running MTB tires on the street, or are you actually running like roadie tires?
I'm running right now. I've actually, well, I know we shouldn't talk about mountain bikes, but I'm running studded winter tires, man. Studded winters.
Well, I have a Liquid Death on tap here.
Nice. That's just water, bro.
Yes, I know. I just trying to fool some people that don't know. So.
Oh shoot! I should have. Yeah, I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah.
Or are we just hiding the fact that you're drinking some alcohol there? I don't know. I'm drinking Lech, a Polish beer, or Lech.
Isn't it Lech?
It might be. It's
or
probably
is
Lech.
The H silent? It's Lech.
No, I want it to be Lech because Lech in Polish means medicine. So.
Oh, I bet, dude. Well, it probably is. So, cheers to beers, everybody.
It's not. It's Lech. You're right. Yeah.
And those of you who don't know, my name is Brian, and I run the Double Clutch Productions YouTube channel. And we are chilling on another Tall Can Tuesday.
I'm trying to see if I've got. Oh, I do. let's look at some stuff, man. I think I got some stuff of yours up in here that we can just like take a look at real quick.
Some
Like,
bangers.
although let me remove it because I think what I was presenting my screen without system audio, and that's why nobody heard the freaking openers, and I had to use my headphones so people could hear what we were doing. Anyway, this is your channel. I think you got probably way more than 3,000 subscribers now, or I don't know, but this is him. If you guys aren't subscribed to Double Clutch, the links are in the description. Yeah, you deserve way more followers on YouTube, and you got a pretty good following on Instagram. Your
Thanks,
photos
man.
are sick, and your videos, like, this should get people at least to come over to the channel to check it out. But what brought you to RC, man? Why are you doing this?
When I was probably maybe like 8 years old, and I got a Tyco hopper, which is
Oh,
basically
sweet.
like, your kind of like toy. I don't even want to.
9.6
It's
volt.
definitely not. Yeah, exactly. The 9.6 volt turbos, and that was like a Christmas present, and that was probably my intro to that. And then a few years later, me and my brother both got those Tyco Bandit trucks, which were also the 9.6 volt
Yes.
turbo. And
those were no, that was tracks. Those were the tracks that had the 2 tracks, right? The Bandit.
No, yeah, these were just like one of the first like stadium trucks. So it was like a rear motor, had a little bit of suspension.
Right.
It was like the first real like mainstream RC, like kind of like Baja truck. And me and my brother just loved those things so much, and I think that started it. And then I think I got out of it just based on the battery technology was just trash. You know what I mean?
It was
and it took a
trash.
long time to catch up.
If anybody wants to know, that's what
yeah,
we're talking about.
Yeah, that's the OG Bandits.
Right?
So that's where I got my start in RC, and I think my real interest is like probably real motorsports and not being able to afford having like crawlers and garages full of cool stuff.
Yeah, true. But then you start to race RC, and then you get these dudes that are just like, it's like so crazy. It's so crazy what they come with, like radios, and it's like a full pit crew. It's like my wife here, she rebuilds the engines. You know what I mean? It's like
a full family race effort, right?
Yeah,
I
totally,
hope
man.
to actually get an HPI Baja and go racing,
Yeah.
very, very soon. I'm hoping to be racing this next year.
Yeah, a lot of those guys, because it's like a budget thing, will like buy a new truck for every season. So they'll buy, and yeah, it is cool. It is a good time. It's just it can become very competitive. There was a time when it was like a lot more fun and less competitive, and then it kind of maybe it grew too big or something. I don't know, and it just kind of fell apart.
Well, once you get big money involved, you're going to get a lot of dudes that are, I'm just curious to see, you got a lot of subscribers that are OG fifth-scale Baja fans, and I'm curious to see, if these guys are going to start resurfacing at some of these outdoor events. I see a lot of events planned for 2023, so that'll be cool to check out. See,
yeah, there's
he says Dionysi said I had the Bandit, so
boom. Yeah, man, and fast tracks. Yeah, no, see the fast tracks.
What up,
MK?
sick too. Cool. Yeah, he said that lime green Bandit. That's so dope.
That's sick. That's sweet. Yeah, no, I'm hoping that they bring back a lot of the racing series. Like they had something called Hostel Fest. Like I don't even know if does Hostel even exist anymore. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming. I just like lived in the Baja world, so when that kind of fell apart, it all fell apart. I was in the low C world. I know that like Team Chase kind of went heavily into the low C 4-wheel drive 5th-scale stuff, and people had to pivot quite hard when sort of the rear wheel drive scene melted away. But dudes, like it's coming. I kind of feel like it's coming back. They keep selling out of all these freaking kits.
Yeah, so speaking of selling out of kits, DDM, which is DDM Motorsports, actually has a deal of the day right now. And I believe it's for the first time ever, but they are actually allowing pre-orders for the HPI kits, both the gas and the flux version. And they also have a deal on the Zenoa motor. So it's a G290 RC. That's the top end.
And so this is like a fairly, it's not like the biggest displacement engine. This is not the one that was sent to me. I have the 32cc version. This is the 29cc. So it's just got a less displacement. But to be fair, this would rip in any, like the Baja buggies originally came with 23cc
Yeah, that'd
engines,
be a
and
good
that was.
ripping motor, especially for $199. I think it's a no-brainer.
And then what's sick about it is that once you buy that, you have everything in order to up the displacement. So now, when you tire this one out, you can easily get that to a 32cc by
Yep.
just buying a top end. So and
Good
it's cheap,
quality
and you got
motor.
the coil. Oh, incredible, Japanese made. You know, those
I
Japanese,
just
man, they
got
take pride.
2 HPI bodies from DDM, the Flux versions. And then when I told K-pop, he's like, "Oh, dude," he's like, "the kit comes with 2." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's one of them's like a tester body so you can learn all the cuts and figure out, how they cut and how they like, how it's supposed to work. Then the other one's
Yeah,
going to be for a buddy of mine that I'm going to do for a Christmas present." And then,
sick.
yeah, so this is the other deal of the day. I mean, I don't know if it's deal of the day, but he is accepting pre-orders for both the gas and the flux version of the Baja 5Bs right now. So
Totally, and I think the big thing is that I don't think Dave or like Steve have ever done pre-orders, so this is kind of a first for them. I'm assuming that's why it's becoming like kind of a deal of the day thing. And plus, everybody goes to deal of the day. Like if you're in
hmm
this freaking
yeah,
hobby, it's something you check every day because it changes all the time, and sometimes there's like some really good deals.
he's got some cool
Uh,
Black Friday stuff been going on lately too. So, and I got my cherry Starburst, so I was pretty stoked on that. And he got my bodies
nice.
to me really quick, so I was pretty
Yeah,
stoked.
if you live in the United States, like it's like almost next day.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
I had tracking the next morning. It was
it's fast.
very very speedy. So
Yeah, man. Yeah. Anyway, that's Dave's deal of the day or whatever. Yeah, man. Check it out if you're into fifth scale stuff, and you got fifth scale stuff. I would check it because he's just got tons of stock and it's on the continent. You know what I mean? Like it's there. You can get it next day or the other day, or within 2 or 3 days, you could get orders. You don't have to wait for anything,
so
which is pretty huge.
shifting gears, have you ever heard of Two Strokers Fab and Design?
No, I haven't. Hold on, let me check that. I think you sent me a link to check it out.
Yeah, a subscriber of mine sent me a couple of pictures of a Funko Sandcar replica that
Sick.
these individuals had built.
Oh
It
yeah.
blew my mind so hardcore. I think I went through this individual's Flickr for like 20 minutes, just one after another, just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So I wanted to ask K-pop and you guys out there that are watching, like, where's the content on some of these builds? Some of the stuff that I see on this
Some people
Flickr
just
page
don't.
is like, it
Yeah.
blows my mind. It just
Some people just don't. Like, I mean, they'll take the photos.
blows
But
my
you know
mind.
what's crazy is this is an FG. So this is an FG bug body, and impossible to find right now. Like
It
impossible to
shows him
find.
making the molds. He's got a split mold. Keep going. So just keep
Oh
floating
yeah. Okay.
through.
Cool.
It
Hold on. I'm
shows a split
hearing.
mold very soon, I think, actually.
Okay. Let's see here. Unable to upgrade. Oh yay. Continue. We gotta look at an ad for a second. Hold on a sec. Let me do this. Ha. Okay. Cool. We got it. All right.
Let's read some of his comments. So we got Dionysi saying, "What do you guys think of the Roven hybrid two-wheel drive?" He says, "I wasn't a big fan of Roven, but I got to say it's much more stable than the Baja." He says the body is hideous, though.
Yeah, like I don't support any companies that have like put my friends out of business.
Yeah, no, I
It's
agree
hard
with that.
it's harsh to say because HPI stopped making these. So, if you wanted a Baja after HPI stopped making these, this is the only way to get it is to get a clone. So, you can't be mad. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
won't support Roven for any parts or anything. I like now that HPI is geared back up to get these Bajas back out there. Like I think we should push them to start getting some of these old molds back running again.
yeah, because I have
So
a feeling. Yeah, I just have a feeling that if anyone's going to be innovating the freaking platform, it's going to be HPI and it's not going to be Rovan.
Dionysi
And
says he's a old school, so it says it feels dirty.
it feels dirt, like right? It kind of
It
does.
does. It does. Nash says, "Is that a Proline bug body?" I think it might be.
Oh, it might
He
be.
made a mold from it. Now, when K-pop
Oh yeah,
goes through
we'll
these
keep going.
pictures, there's a
Sorry.
picture. I forget how deep it is in there, but it shows a split mold, and then he's got like
Oh
the
shit.
template
Oh,
rig.
hold on.
You know, you could
Sorry,
probably
my
just
bad.
go
I should probably get Pro. You know what I mean? Oh, just hit
just
it
like
again.
yeah, no, instead of going main
Got you.
picture, just go back to the main screen and then scroll down. So you
I
see
got
like
you.
multiple at a
Oh yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I
Cool,
mean?
cool. I was just
Yeah,
trying to
like
go
that,
through
like
it, just
that.
like kind
And
of
then
figure
when
out.
we find it, we'll click on it. You know what I'm
You know what? That makes a lot of sense, Brian. I've got it. I got you.
saying? And then that way we can also show the audience
Oh,
some of these crazy builds. Like some of
come
these things,
on.
guys, like I looked at this and I just had my mouth open. I went, oh my
Like,
gosh,
what's
dude. And
this? What's that little hole there
I
for?
don't
I
know,
wonder.
dude. I'm telling you, bro. I need your guys' input on this because some of these, I'm like, this has to be. I looked at the background of a few of these and I'm like, it has to be like some like super scale Japanese dude that just pays like the
Yup.
utmost attention
Yeah.
to detail to every little
Yeah.
thing because these
Telling you.
rigs are some of the most phenomenal stuff I've ever seen in my life. Like here's the
They're
body. Look,
oh, there you
so
go.
there's the split mold.
And they're fifth scale, so they're
Yes, yeah.
they're
Well,
big big
they look
ones.
to be
Oh,
based
okay.
on Bajas.
You know what? I think that's fiberglass.
I think it is fiberglass because look at the cast over mark on the next. Those bastards.
Hold
All right,
on.
back
I
up and
know,
do it
right?
again.
The funny thing is this is like a
Damn it.
local camera shop that no
Liar.
one's
Yeah.
gonna go to. So take that, Vistek. All right. I've spent so much
Yeah.
money.
See the overcast on the wheel wall?
Mm,
That looks like
yeah,
fiberglass to me.
fiberglass. Yeah, oh, yeah, it's 100%
Man,
fiberglass.
so that's a
Oh,
hard
dude.
body. Those things are hard body, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's
God.
gonna. We're gonna look at some of the footage that we shot, and then we're gonna talk about how long this body would last on there. You know what? And
Well, okay.
I assume that's probably why he went with all the freaking like caged, like
Oh yeah, it's real support. Like the cage on the inside is actually supporting the body where it needs to. Yeah, dude, just keep going
yeah.
through some of these. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. It really does. It
And they're
blows my
using the
mind.
RC Max. It's a super. I think this is the 50cc one. I've seen a dude at the Fifth Scale Nationals at Digger's Dungeon use a go-kart starter. Have you ever seen a
Yeah, yeah,
go-kart starter?
yes, yeah. Yes.
They had to because it's such high compression, and I think he had made it even higher compression, and so it needed like the torque of
You
this
can't do
freaking
it
thing.
with a pull start. Yeah, it's too
No,
much. Just
and it didn't
pop.
have the relief on the head. Like some of them have this like relief that like makes the chamber bigger, so you can compress more air. I'm assuming that's how it works. And then
Gnarly.
once it turns over, it like clicks back, and then you got
Mhm.
full compression. Anyway, this is nutty though, man. Like, look at this. This is
Yeah,
crazy.
have you
And
ever seen any of these builds before? Like I've
N-
so it
not
says the
these
bug
builds.
body is a Tamiya sand scorcher. I think it's a little
Yeah.
bigger than a sand
No.
scorcher.
Yeah. I don't know who
Just a little
said
bit though.
Craig, man. Yeah. No, it's not. I would
It's
say.
yeah, just
I would
I
say
mean
it's a copy
maybe like this
of an
much
FG.
bigger.
Yeah, I think it's a copy of an F. It looks like an FG bug. Let me see if I can find
Is
that.
that
Let's
what's
just see
that
for fun.
Rotoform or Rytech?
FG
What's the company
bug.
that does the fifth scale?
Oh, I don't know, but I have images up right now of like okay, so this is the yeah, they were using I'm pretty sure they were using the FG. This looks maybe I'm totally wrong. You guys tell me.
Yeah, anybody in the comments have any info on those bodies? I mean,
Yeah, this
it does look like a Pro line. Maybe he got a mold from. No, that does look like the FG body. You're right, K-pop.
right? Like and then it would
No,
have
it
these
does.
like
With the full fender.
with the
Yeah.
fender.
The
That's the only
proportions
reason
are
I'm
right.
thinking because
No, the proportions are right.
oops. Because I
Yes.
think because I think the Pro Line one wouldn't have I don't think they have the these wings. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
'Cause
Man, that
and it's
is
like more
that is some top notch stuff right there. Like
I want to cry.
man, yeah, I'm like Jesus, dude. So
Right?
that if you guys don't know, like I'm definitely going to be getting an HPI Baja, and those are the type of things that
I'm gonna ship you mine and I'll freaking meet you.
yeah,
Or
I'm gonna
I just get
contact this dude.
or you know
He
what,
said
man? Like maybe
so. Nash is saying Pro line. Nash was like it's Pro line
it's Pro.
badges.
I mean, he's probably right, man. He's probably right. That's why I always tell him to
No
shut
flaps.
up.
The
He's
Swiss
always
Vapor says no flaps.
yeah, right. Swiss Vapor saying no flaps if they right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what's up with the front bulkhead on that thing? Is that familiar to is that the stock bulkhead and I'm just not it's like all aftermarket arms and shit? Like am I
Yeah,
not
it looks
seeing it?
it looks stock. Like basically like the hinge pin mounting
That's what I
spots
mean. It's all
and this
stock, right?
piece that That looks like, yeah, stock. I mean, it might be painted black because usually this is the color of that like HPI
Yeah,
aluminum,
the
depending on
chassis
which one you
plate
get.
aluminum. Yeah. So yeah, Nash
Yeah,
is saying he had one. You know what? If Nash had one and he's saying it's pro line, Nash knows more than me.
yeah, he wins for sure because he's definitely had one. This dude's bought like a lot of Bajas. I think
So
he's
go back
counted.
to that and see if we can peep at some of the
14.
Funkos that are all like pure like actual carbon. It looks like.
Yeah, these
So
ones, right? Yeah. Oh
no,
no.
further like they get way saucier.
Oh man, they get saucier than that,
They get way saucier than that. Telling you,
dude.
dude. It
Oh,
keeps it increasingly gets more and more saucy and spicier as I was scrolling through. I just couldn't believe it. Yeah, click on one of those. I don't know, any one.
oh man. So
Blows
this is
my
the
mind,
stock.
dude.
So that's the stock 5 TSC bumper.
Now, has
Yeah.
anyone in the comments seen any of these builds on social, anywhere, anytime? You know, is this from a different era when I wasn't plugged
I don't know what.
in?
When did it?
What's the
When did
date on that?
2020, dude? No, this is brand
No, that's
spanking.
fine. That's fresh, dude. This guy's killing it.
This
Killing
guy's
it.
killing
What
it.
paddles are those, by the way?
I can't remember. I think for the Losi, I think because like I don't think you can buy the Baja
Those are a
ones.
DBL. Those are a scoop. Those are the
They have to
DBL
be.
XC.
They have to be fifth scale because they're using the Baja beadlocks. So I would say that
Anybody
it's
in the
Losi.
anybody
I'm thinking
watching know
Losi.
what paddles these are? They seem to be common in fifth scale.
Yeah, I'm thinking RC Max. Ooh, I don't know. You guys would have to know.
I won't hold you to it. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
Anyway,
says Dionysus saying he wishes HPI re-released the Kraken edition as well. Now, here's the thing: if you
you
get
can
the
buy that
Kraken cage from DDM
Yeah, it fits.
and the adapter, it's you basically made an RTR
Yeah.
Kraken HPI.
I really want to do it. I just think the front end looks goofy, and
It does, man. What cage? Yours is not the chase cage. You're running a Kraken cage on
crap.
yours.
Yeah, it's like it was their first cage they ever made, and
So
it's
that's you can't
heavy.
get those in. That's not the class 1 cage.
No, no.
Oh, that's why it looks cool. You dirty bastard.
But I made it. I kind of like made it all sad. I like pushed it down and like made it kind of
Yeah, sit a
like
little cooler, like how we like to
yeah,
just
like
make
just
stuff
kind
look
of
different.
yeah, and it looked better that way because otherwise you get the weird like
Here, keep
Kraken
scrolling through
holes.
these.
Yeah, so the Kraken holes, man, like you know, like when you look at the new Kraken Vesla and you just look at it from profile, I can see sunlight through the
Yeah,
whole thing.
through the
Like there's
holes,
just
directly through it. Yeah,
and you can see this guy is stopping that from happening because he knows that it makes
a
it
body
look
plate panel.
airy in a kind of a weird way. So that's what if I were ever to be graced with a Vesla, man, I would plug all those holes.
And Nash is saying, which is the guy that we used to watch that made steel sandrail cages?
I can't remember, man. I can't remember. It's so long ago.
Look at
But
that
I
thing, dude.
I do want to say one thing,
Damn.
Brian, man. I have a MIG welder. So like I don't even know why we never like stretched these out and made like proper sandrails out of them. Like that's like I mean, if there's no racing, like I think we should be looking for dunes and locking the rear end.
I'm your Huckleberry, man.
Well, I'm telling like
I'm gonna get a dirty wire fed Amazon welder and just kind of just
yeah.
like mud the crap out of one and make it work. So
Like I wonder if he's using solid like milled steel rod or if he's actually using like a
hollow
tube.
tube.
And if he's back purging or if he's just like and I wonder if he's tigging. Like I guess you could probably let's see. Oh, you can't because it's freaking flicker. Yeah, I can't tell with the
Dude, these are crazy. These are crazy.
These are crazy.
Yeah, and it just
Oh.
progressively got more and more. I was just like, I could
Ugh.
not believe some of these builds, man. They are just like, ugh. So
Just
those paddles,
dirty.
those nobody knows what kind of paddles those are.
Yeah, hold on. I can give me a second. I think I can figure it out. I think
We
it's
got
like
Harley in the chat. What up, Harley?
fifth scale.
See, he
Yeah,
says we
Harley
can
would
get a
know.
TIG cheap these days. He's like, dive in, boys. The water's great. Harley, dude, right on, bro.
Cheap. Oh, Harley, man. How many times am I gonna sting myself with like 50,000 watts? You know,
Right.
oh god. No, or I'm gonna have to get the tungsten rod stuck to the like wiggle it off. I've seen people do it a lot, but I've never ever done it.
Actually,
so.
depth. I've welded mufflers and some basic, like little crash bars for dirt bikes and stuff, but nothing ever that small. That's the having like little
Yeah.
rotary tools to get inside all the, all the nooks is where I can see it. Yeah, he
Or
says
like
dive
having,
in.
yeah, or like no need to back purge. Tube is this small. Okay, cool, sweet. So the penetration will be good.
Yeah.
Just get the temperature right, and
Harbor Freight Special Antonio says.
Antonio, man, what's up, buddy? Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Swiss Vapor, man, what is up, buddy? All these guys, like new faces too, new faces, new names. I hope everyone's having a good freaking Tuesday. MK6. Sorry, I didn't even do this. I got all freaking flustered when the audio wasn't working in the beginning. Toxic Crawlers, man, what's up? 949 Designs. Jeez, lots of people. What is up in the comments, man? Mark P, man, what is up, buddy? I got a whole bunch of stuff I got to give you, bro. Nitro related. Most of it's yours. Yeah. Boom. Boom. He
He
got a
said
fifth
it's just
scale.
like soldering, but with a stupid helmet on. Harley Design.
Oh man. I got
That's really good.
what have I
Really
done?
good.
I mean, I'll do it. I'm moving out on my own in March. So
On your own?
yeah, like I'm just gonna do like a full studio. I don't know it's gonna end up being a shitty low-rise apartment that I just make into a big video studio. It seems to be the cheapest way to go. Because industrial spaces are so expensive.
Oh man, I'm telling you.
And I don't make any money, so yeah. Anyway, whatever. That's a whole other problem. We should get back to this. I'm looking for these paddles.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out with these paddles because I'm trying to like preemptively get parts and things. And I seen those paddles on those, and those are way more scale to what I really like to look at those paddles on those, dude.
Yeah, it's too bad that Proline stopped making the fifth scale stuff, which makes sense. But they might bring it back.
No,
because
they could. They own all the models still. Yeah, exactly, dude.
They have the molds. Like it would like make a run, and then we'll all buy them. Also, I think HPI had a mold of them as well, and I think they're orderable. So it just depends if DDM, like, sorry, this is what I'm looking at right now, guys. I'm like trying to find these are the HPI ones, I believe. Yes, and then I'm trying to find.
HPI ones look the best. Like
they do look the best, and they fit the buggy rim because the rear buggy
offset
rim
different for the truck.
Offset
like
as well, but
or 160.
But the buggy tire's fatter. It's a wider tire.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
So cool.
I don't know where these things are.
No, we'll find them. I just wanted. I figured if the scoops they have like a secondary little.
Yeah, and they're like rounded. I know what you're talking about.
Excuse me, I'm burping on my my bubbly water here. It's pretty good.
Oh, it's
So Blue Groove Model Sport, he says, I built my first 1/4 scale sprint out of 3/8 tubing and 4130 chromoly back in 2005, all TIG welded.
To be continued. That reminds me of freaking RC Wizard, man. Blue Groove. Did you get inspired by? Or do you watch RC Wizard, Brian?
I not as much as I should.
Yeah, he doesn't. He puts out a video like once every 3 years, but when he does, it's like pretty sick. And he was making some pretty cool 1/4 scale like oval buggy, and it's freaking minty. But it's using not chromoly. He was using like brass pipe, I think. And he's brazing.
Blue Groove Model Sports. Are you affiliated with Blue Groove Racing that like sells parts and like bodies? Blue Groove Motorsports. I forget.
Took Brothers.
Blue Groove Racing.
Yeah. Maybe he is.
So I might have bought some bodies from them on eBay. All right, let's peep some sandrail action. Get back to me. He says the Torque Bros. Jipper. What up, Jipper?
Jipper man. If you guys aren't following Jipper, by the way, that dude deserves...
Yeah, go check out Jipper stuff.
Oh man.
James Magner says, good evening, K-pop and DC. Always enjoy these live vids. Hit that like button, folks.
Yeah,
guys, Team Blue Groove. Harley knows everything, dude. We're not worthy, man.
No, not
Team
even
Blue
close.
Groove. Thank you, Harley. Appreciate that. So
yeah,
I'm thank you. So no, he says no.
Sweet. Also, Harley, man, this dude right here invite him to Monthly Mayhem. This dude wants to be part.
Dude, I'll hit me up, man.
I'm
I'd love to
planting the
play with you
seed.
guys. I want
I'm
to play
planting the seed.
too.
Planting the seed. Planting the seed. No. All right.
No.
yeah, for sure. Anyway, this is I really like this dude's like even the way this dude's like making his cages and how he's adding these like roundness to them, you know?
Here,
It's not very
go down just a couple more. I want to show the
okay, cool.
Funko replica was the one that like it's keep it going.
Like the fact that he's adding like roundness to these like triangulated shapes.
They're not all cookie cutter cages. If there's the Funkos, check these red one, the red one and the yellow one. Go down. These are the Funko replicas, man. Ugh. Just
come on. Those are okay, those front tires are stock HPI 5T tires.
those are the
fronts,
truck
just the
tires.
fronts.
Yeah,
The
the truck
fronts.
tires.
But man, you can tell he set it up right, man, because those A arms are freaking
Flat
parallel
as a
with the
level,
ground.
yeah,
You're like,
right?
oh, this guy,
Yeah.
man.
Flat and level.
And then look at that expansion chamber, man. He's 50cc for sure. RCK, RCMK, right? Ooh. God,
So I just want to give some
expensive
credit to
Baja.
this dude again. This is Two Strokers Fab and Design, and one of my subscribers that actually sent me a link to. It's a yellow version of this Funko car right here. It's an identical car just with yellow body panels.
Right.
And I was so blown away that I found this on Flickr, and I was like, oh my gosh! I just kept going and going, and I just kept like. Usually things on the internet don't captivate me. This got me up, and I mean, I was looking at all these like holy bajolies, man. I'm pretty stoked on this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, so am I, man. Holy crap. You know what we're gonna do, dudes? We're gonna grab that URL, dudes, and I'm just gonna paste it up in the comments right now. And you guys can save that for later or whatever, or you can scroll along while you listen to us talk and gush about this
Yeah, I
stuff.
just wanted to give some credit to this individual or group
Yeah.
or whatever it is, because I believe this is the guy. Do you remember the old cops racing buggy that they used to do the sand meets, like the Japanese sand meets back in the day? Did you ever see any of those?
No. Should I write it down?
Yeah, it's good. It's really motivated me to try to do some of the sand stuff, and but yeah, it's
What's it called?
scale meet. It's called the Fifth Scale Meet Sand Bash, and it was like this Japanese
Scale Meet Japan. I'm just googling whatever.
I'll link it. I'll link it to you if you can't find it, but
meat like meat, like brought up like Wagyu beef and stuff.
Oh yeah, like meat. Yeah, not that kind of meat.
It still brought it up when I spelt it correctly. It still brought up Wagyu, man. Number one, man. 44 million. Yeah.
That's
results.
the one. That's the one. Just the 44 million. So just keep on clicking.
Yeah, Wagyu beef grading. Okay, no, we will. Whatever. I'm sorry. I'll get back to what we're doing. Dang.
So Stephen Smith says, when going to a bashing spot with multiple rigs or to a race, do you ever use another RC to tow them? Or is there a style away? Is it style or away in shame?
No, there's a big issue right now, especially with these fifth scales, where mine's really loud. Scale Builders Guilds is really, really quiet, and I'm a little jealous about that a little bit, but not really, because ours sounds so sick, but it's so loud. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We got to kind of go far away from people. So the problem now is that the cars are so far away, and with fifth scale, you have to have a whole bunch of stuff. You got to have a gas can. You got to have all your tools. Man, we bring every bolt you could ever imagine. There's just body, everything, and then I got my camera gear. We got, it'd be nice to have a barbecue. So I think the big thing now is looking for a yard cart, where it has the inflatable large wheels, yard cart that we could stack 2 or 3 fifth scales on top of. It would have room for tools.
Baja sand meeting.
Yeah, and then we were toying with the idea of just kind of adding maybe a high torque, low RPM motor to one of the back wheels or something. And I mean, of course, why not? Why wouldn't you? But that's the idea, is that at some point we're gonna have a way to get the fifth scales farther away from the cars while keeping everything we need to not have to jog back to the car, which I've done more times than I'm willing to admit. But yeah, yes. Yeah. Well, Baja Sand Meeting is what they're saying.
I linked it.
Bring the bag. All right, Mark P. Norris. Oh, you did? Oh, nice. Okay. Can I copy it? I can't copy it. Can I copy it? Oh, I can't copy it. Okay, what
There you go.
what is it called? I can't oh, where did you paste it?
In the chat.
Yeah, I can't copy text out of it. How?
Yeah, it's I got it right here. Hold on.
Just the name of it. I'll like
HPI Baja 1/5 scale RC Sand Bash meeting. HPI Baja 1/5 scale RC Sand Bash meeting.
Is it 1-5?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
RC
It is.
Meeting. Got it. I think I got it. HPI Baja 1/5 scale RC Sand and Bash meeting 2017.
It has yes, sir. 2017 0430
Okay,
full
I'm
movie.
on it.
It's
I'm on it. Sorry, dudes, they're
Isakawa,
trying.
Japan. We're trying to get this rolled up for you guys so we can give you guys a little taste of there's a whole culture in Japan around scale, and it's not just in RC, it's not just in models, but it's in airsoft, it's in cosplay, it's in costume, it's in a lot of things. And it translates into the model making, into the RC, and this is all in my opinion, which could be, you know, total BS for what it is, but I think that's what you see in a lot of these sand meetings is like a fifth scale community. These guys meet up and it's like true scale. A lot of the liveries are like replica old school liveries, like kind of based in like the heyday era of like the Baja 1000. And they just built some of the most wicked rigs, and they used to do this annual meet.
Oh, twin. Check it out. A twin.
Yeah, twin. Yep.
It's too much torque, man. What are you going to do with that torque, bro? Nothing.
Look at these rigs, though. I mean, that is.
No, I want it. I'm being
I know,
negative and
Yeah, you
critical
gotta be
because
negative. Yeah, you gotta be.
because I want it.
Yeah, so Harley Design said Ataka did some crazy large scale stuff in Japan as well, but he seems to have disappeared. I do agree with that, Harley. Kind of like one of the OG guys over on that part of the world that just kind of, you know, for whatever reason is not as active as he used to be, but
yeah, I will find him. Wait, we
So I'll tell you guys a little secret. The secret with the Traxxas X Max, it's actually designed to tow garden carts. So you get yourself a Traxxas X Max, and then you use that to tow your real RCs to the bash spot. And that way you won't break the X Max actually bashing. It'll just be used as a tow vehicle. So that's the real reason why they made it. I just want to let you guys in on that little insider trading tip there.
I like shut up. No, but seriously,
cheers.
No, I don't. Cheers to beers, man. No, I would. I don't know. X Max though. X Max. I would go with the new Traxxas, the more Revo inspired one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it would have the same kind of towing capabilities. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it would be lower to the ground, so maybe it would, because your anchor point, like the point of
you could be right. I don't,
would be
I don't
lower.
know, but
yeah, man, it's all about that squat. You know, no, I don't know. No, I want to. The thing is, it would be great if the yard cart was an RC. Like that would be the coolest. Because then
maybe that's something that.
Oh, I think you went all staticky, dude. Oh, it's back. It's back. You're good. It's that, or I went all staticky.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here. I want to get back to Premiere for a second, and we'll start looking at some of the footage we captured this weekend. So
Frank Stokely says, please add the link that you guys are viewing. I did as Double Clutch Productions in the chat, so you guys can click on that and see.
It's just up on the chat a little bit. Yeah, and if you want to see, you can right now. You can.
Yeah, he says these old flippin' lips had a cage very similar to those ones too, and he says that was on my mean green Baja.
Oh,
and I noticed in the comments we got a lot of OG Baja guys that are old school K-pop fans in the chat. So
yeah, I mean that's what there was only a few people that were doing fifth scale related race content at the time. So yeah, and I think I might be the last one left. I don't know what happened to what was like Egyptian Steve or something. What was that guy's name?
Yeah, there's a few. Yeah,
that dude.
Just not doing stuff.
They're just not doing well because it kind of died, which is too bad. I was really hoping that maybe this like Baja just the fact that they're selling so many kits is going to kind of reinvigorate that scene. I'm hoping that's what happens. I'm hoping that's what happens, man, because that would be cool. All right. I'm just gonna play this and we can chat because like I'm gonna mute it too. So when we want to hear the exhaust note, then we can make that happen. But like right now, I have a feeling we're just gonna hear a whole bunch of other people talking. Yeah. While this might
These
actually
old
fall
flipping lips, he
to-
says he got out in 2012, 2013, and life got too busy. And that's pretty much a lot of my buddies who said the same thing, where it was like they had a big group of dudes, local track. One guy stopped doing it, another guy stopped doing it.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you sold your Baja. You know what I mean? That's kind of my buddy Fog City's kind of what he mentioned happened. So
Yeah, I think what happened to us is the scene got too big and people kind of got fed up a little bit because what ended up happening was that like you would have one weekend, you'd have 4 classes, right? Some classes would have to be split into A main, B main, C main sometimes.
it's a lot of
And then
mains
you
in a day.
yeah,
A
so
lot of waiting
then you're
around.
like, yeah, not only are you waiting around, but then you only get 15 minutes of track time. You pay $40 in track fees. You got there at 6 in the morning and you're only going to race for 15 minutes. Your wheel falls off and then you're never going to race it. You're not even going to race again. So man, I don't know. It was it should have just been split into multiple days. Like it's all stuff that could have been probably solved, I think, just by like figuring out ways to sort of like grow the business. You know what I mean? Like it's a good problem to have when you've got 60 guys coming out on a weekend. Just split it. You're like, okay, 4-wheel drive Saturdays, 2-wheel drive Sundays, or whatever. I don't know.
Well, there was this big
Yeah.
debate because there was a lot of guys that picked up fifth scale 4-wheel drive trucks, and I'm gonna go out there and say it, that for whatever reason just could not drive 2-wheel drives. So you had
Right.
guys that, you know, kind of shouldn't be out there, that are maybe have the wrong idea of like the etiquette of racing. Like these dudes clearly don't know the etiquette of racing and are out there kind of, you know, these things aren't cheap, and these guys are slinging these things around with like blatant disregard to your investment in time, travel,
Oh,
and the
dude,
fact
even
that you're trying to take it serious, you know.
even like the safety of the people that are marshaling.
Yeah, they
That
get
was
your hands ripped up, right? Like,
and he wasn't about to have races every weekend at his house. Hey, yeah, okay, yeah, no, for sure, 100%. We had the same issue where like it was one track that was kind of close to us, and then it was another track that was a much further. But it was mainly one track, and you're right. It was like some guy's house, and he has neighbors, and there were other
yeah, yeah.
issues with
And
the
that was the thing, is
sound.
that I just also want to mention that this was also during the time when a lot of states were going after gasoline engines for whatever reason, whether it was
True.
weed blowers, go-peds, little mini
Lawnmowers.
bikes, lawnmowers. I mean, it was
Yeah,
during this era that anything two-stroke was definitely getting phased out, as far as like power tools, weed whackers, blowers, and basically in the sense of like pollution and noise violation. And
totally.
I know that my buddy that had a gas Savage, it was like we used to run that thing, and the cops come out and watch. And then it got to an era where people were complaining. The cops come out and just shut you down. It was also fear of
It's crazy.
fires.
Around here, the cops come and they're like, "Hey guys, what's up? Like, how
I
are
think
you?
it's cool, right?
Let's hang
Yeah.
out. Like, what's up?" They called, but like, it's not 11 o'clock, so we just had to show up. And you're like,
That's
"Oh, okay,
that's
cool, man.
that's
You want to try it?"
SPG's that's SPG's rig right there, right?
This is yeah.
That's
So if you
pretty
see the
slick paint job you got there, huh?
dude, man, if that dude knows how to paint.
Yeah, he's a painter.
I
Respect
attribute it
it.
all to serious skill, but also he has one of those like Cricut vinyl plotters that I
Mhm.
think he makes all his masks with. Maybe not though. I'm speculating, but I'm pretty sure
No,
that's what
he
he's
does. That's what he
doing,
does.
and
He made a pretty cool
it's
video on it
very
where he
good.
showed
Yep.
showed the process.
Yeah. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, Scale Builders Guild. That's Matt. This is what the kind of shaky shots you're watching right now is me shooting his electric buggy and trying to get some nice flares
We're watching
with
some
the
B-roll on a dolly.
yeah, and of course this is unedited raw footage. So this is basically the
Yep.
thumbnail. This
Yep.
is what we're talking about with Tall Can Tuesday Raws. This is just like the raw footage that I got. And yeah, we did run them. So like as this plays, we'll see some stuff. We'll see some stuff.
What up, 1776 Patriot says, what's popping up in her? We're just talking about some fifth scale and kind of trying to bring back some of the mojo that was when these things were king of the
Yeah.
outdoor track. I mean, these things literally are the king of off-road. King of off-road RC. I mean, it
Yeah,
really
and
did spark the whole movement. Really did.
it really, yeah, it really did. And it's funny because like it seems like a lot of like Traxxas and Arma, a lot of kind of the big players in the bash market are kind of going that size. Even Losi's, like what's in the background here, the Super Baja Ray is fairly
It's
close
close
to
to
the
a fifth
size.
scale. Yeah, it's close. They're
I would
huge.
say that it's pretty much exactly as the electric Baja 5T Savage based fifth scale. Does anybody
Wow.
remember that? It's like a Savage, except it was extended like 4 inches in order to fit a 5 TSC Baja
The
truck
SC
body.
Baja buddies. Yeah.
But it's electric and 4-wheel drive. Man, I totally lost my train of thought. Whatever. I'm
So
drinking more
that's
beer.
basically what's popping up in here. Is we're just kind of talking about Bajas, and I'm definitely in the market to get one. I'll basically
Yeah.
be driving it by myself until I can figure out how I'm gonna get the thing out to go race. And then it's like, if we do go out racing, I think gas will be, I don't see electric being more electrics out there than gas. I think a lot of the guys will dust these things off. I think a lot of these old timers got these things in the garage just waiting for a chance.
Yep. And I mean, and we proved it with our
Harley
episode.
Design says, which long Savage base model we're referring to? Yeah, I wasn't. What was it again,
Oh,
dude? I was not
hold
familiar.
on. I'll
Let's
show
see some
you.
pictures.
Savage. Hold on, I'll get it up. Savage.
So Dionysus says, I don't know, guys. We can be a
5TSC.
dying breed if we don't teach our kids to turn a wrench. Everything will go electric.
I
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
man. But that's why I'm into RC. I feel like that's why you guys are into RC as well. Well, at least the people that follow us and Harley Designs and Scale Builders Guild, who they are the guys that are customizing things, right? You don't buy something to just like leave it stock. Like, what are you guys crazy?
Yeah, Andre Malcolm Studio here in NorCal. It's driving into the hills away from high population. Depending on where you're at in NorCal, that could be 20 minutes or 3 hours.
Yeah.
For where I was at in NorCal was in the San Jose Bay Area, and you used to be able to take gas RCs and GoPeds and even like small pocket bikes and stuff like that to like any of the local BMX and MTB spots and get away with it. And the cops would come and you talk to them, they watch you jump a couple and be like, all right, get out of here. And it just got to a point where the same cop come out and be like, all right, I can't let you guys stay out here this time. And it just
Yeah.
the world changed, you know what I mean? So
Damn. Okay, I found the chassis, but I haven't. Okay, I think. Okay, hold on. I gotta stop sharing my screen for a second.
yeah, we're on that
And
beautiful
then
bean footage. So I
share
hear you guys.
screen.
I definitely hear you guys.
All right, so this is what it looked like. I mean, I want to find the
He says, "Do you
one
mean the TCS one, Harley Designs?" And if you guys haven't checked out Harley
TCS one. Yeah.
Designs, click on his name through the comments,
Wait.
and that's another.
No, but
That's
it
worth
came from H.
subscribing
This
to if
isn't
you
like a
haven't seen it
custom
before.
build. Like you
No,
could
it's the
buy this
RTR,
from.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I should probably search for that then instead, right? The TSC. TSC. Yeah. TSC, of course.
And Barbed Wire Rat says it was like a super extended chassis Savage Flux from HPI.
Totally. And it was weird. It was just like it was a weird thing. Like I don't know why they decided to do that. Anyway, I'm not gonna look
Jipper's
for
got
it
a really
'cause I
good
can't see.
point. Jipper RC says re-releasing the Baja with no changes was the right move, and I
That's all they could do.
100% agree with that. Like,
That's all they could do, though. Like you can't. They basically took a defunct company the manufacturer had bankrupt. So the company that made the Bajas originally went out of business. All of the tooling, all of the freaking everything that they had, that the whole intellectual property, everything had to be moved to 5 other guys, and then they
yep.
had to figure out how are they going to manufacture this stuff again,
Well, you
and
also
and they
have
got
to
to
like
find
figure
it
out the
all.
molds. You have to figure out materials, the injection
Yeah,
molding materials, like, and then go through the process of like running test molds, make sure the
yeah.
stuff's still coming out tolerant. Everything's working
Yeah.
because
And for
the
5 years, all of that tooling was like in a pile somewhere in a warehouse. Who knows if it
man,
was like,
how did they do this without coming out in the news? Like, I swear, like, I think I'm pretty plugged in. I've been looking for a used Baja for almost a year and a half, and for them to just come out of left field, like I was just like, where, how, like, blew me
yeah,
away.
I mean, Yeah, and I mean they've been releasing stuff, right? So the Savage was released. They were started releasing stuff, and I remember talking to a Mahar from Cardinal Racing about. I was like, I'm kind of smelling that they're going to be releasing like lot more old HPI models because everyone's been complaining about part support for all these
Yeah.
things. And to be fair, that's where the money is too. Like I don't think they're going to they're not going to make their money from selling 200, 300 HPI Baja kits. They're going to
No, the
sell
kits, the markup,
parts.
the profit margin on the kits is always been inherently low for these manufacturers, and that's why partnering with the electronic companies and like kind of rebranding the electronics and making new companies is how they make a little more on top of it. We throw away the remotes and they make money by doing that. So
Did you read? So apparently Harley designed an extended Savage one. Oh, I guess you designed. You made your own. Weird. So cool. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
I remember was that the one Harley where you were doing mud drags or mud pulls or that sounds so familiar, dude. That's a long time ago, but
yeah, I mean, I have so I have an electric. Oh, I don't think you can see it. Oh yeah, it's here. So, what? I have one. Yeah, I got an electric one, and then oh man, oh geez, I don't even want to talk about how many Savage I have right now. There's a Savage in the corner, and then I bought a Savage in order to make the
Savage.
Mayhem.
Yeah, to do the Mayhem build, the monthly Mayhem.
It's got Phillips head
Savage
screws, boys.
Yeah, you straight savaged them out.
I can't believe how strong all the hardware is from back then. So this is like what a 2005 Savage probably, and the screws are so hardened. I'm just not used to it.
It's a different type of hardware, yeah. So Harley mentioned, he says the new owners of HPI have really done some wild work with digging that company out of the dumps. And
I know
I
they deserve
100% agree, man. Like
praise.
That's spot on, dude.
I'm just like waiting for a bunch of other models that I want to see, and I want to see kits come back. But I know that the problem with kits is that like we live in a different world where I can't remember when the comments said that we're not teaching our kids how to wrench, and I believe that because now we've got these people that who think that the hobby should just be like immediate satisfaction right away. It's like, oh no, you open the box, the battery better be charged, that kind of mentality, and then they break it, and then you buy it for really cheap, and then we buy it for really cheap, and it's great. So
that's why you see the majority of RCs on like eBay and like OfferUp and like Facebook Marketplace are all broken, like busted diff, transmission slips. It's got some weird noise coming out of here. You know what I mean? Like
for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna share screens again so that I can keep looking at some of this footage because there's some really good stuff. I just gotta share screen. Right. We still have links that you had. Brian, so we can
we'll get there. We're getting there.
Cool. We're getting there. Hold on, I want to see. Oh yeah, we were laughing. So the big thing so the big difference between my Baja and Scale Builders Baja is obviously electric. But the big thing is that like he can reverse. And it's such a mind F for me to see one of these things.
Never seen it happen, yeah.
Reverse, and like when I look and I see him drive it, I'm thinking like, oh, he's just gonna whip it around, like he's just gonna like give it gas and it's just gonna spin around.
Yeah, give it a little wah.
But no, but Matt like 3-point turns it. He like 3-point turned it. I'm like, Matt, you're
now how
driving it
Unicorn
wrong,
how Unicorn were the Flux Baja 5Bs back in the day? They were kind of you didn't see too many of them.
No, because I think batteries were still. Yeah, I think batteries were still hard. I don't think there weren't a lot of options for fifth scale motors and ESCs. They were more expensive. I kind of feel like they were more expensive. I don't know. I
think that's
it was a culture. It was a gas culture. I think
we go. That's kind of what I wanted to get into. Is like they were more of a unicorn. Like people just didn't build Flux Bajas back in the day.
No, because it's kind of like, I mean.
It's sacrilege. I know you don't want to talk smack, but
it's not sacrilege. So it's just different. It's just different. I'm gonna play it. So guys, it might be loud. So headphone users,
rest in peace. You're warned.
I turned it down a little bit.
It's not.
Dude, that's idle. That's
I don't think we got audio.
Oh, we don't have audio. Oh no! And I was like, why I was playing the clip. Just give me a second, for crying out loud. Start present.
Working on it. We'll read some
Screen.
comments
Just
here.
come on, guys. Just give me a chance. Give me a chance. I got it.
Yeah, he says like very few. So these flipping old lips. He says no, mentioning where there are a bunch of electric ones. Very few. Only a couple people tried. No ESC motor support, and yeah, batteries are hard to run. All right, let's hear these things. Brat.
Well, I got to turn it back where it was because it was like here.
Okay, Sticks. Catch you later, bud. Have a good
Like
night.
it's so loud that you smell burnt toast. What? Like it like
you got to scratch your brain through your ear, like,
like
just that itch.
You like feel it in your chest.
Yeah, the detonation.
Dude, it's crazy. Crazy.
Is it like so loud that when you shut it off, you're like, ah, like it's like
you get
you
used
needed a
to it,
break.
and then
yeah,
you get used to it when you turn it off. You're like, all I hear is like a high pitched frequency. I mean, I got tinnitus or something.
Is there any issue with puking oil onto the tires? Is that not so much an issue in dirt?
It's not really that. Yeah, meh. I mean, I'm sure. I bet you after a race, if with a pipe like that, yeah, I bet you that one tire is going to be a bit greasy for sure. Also, we're still kind of running it rich here, so this is still kind of on break-in
still, yeah.
It's puking like crazy, yeah. And then Nash starts to kind of tweak it a little bit as the day goes, and it really starts to wake up, which is pretty crazy. Really, yeah. Ooh, as anybody remember, I was talking about Squirrel RC with Matt one time when we went for beers. That dude apparently made a whole bunch of cash because he was kind of early adopter of YouTube. Lots of people were watching his stuff. Super knowledgeable guy, terrible video creator, but very, very knowledgeable dude. He would just shoot his hands talking all the time.
Oh, yeah, I remember you talking.
Remember that guy?
Yeah,
and he'd always say,
talking about him.
Dude, and he'd always say, for the simple fact, every time. I was like, dude, how many times? I'm going to count the amount of times he says for the simple fact. Anyway, great dude, but yeah, totally. Like he even deleted all his content, so you can't even watch it. Headphone unit. Rest in peace, headphone unit users right now. All right, let's see. We got. Okay, that's loud.
That was a good.
Gotta turn it down a lot. Maybe we should like. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, should I give this shot away, double clutch, or should I just like leave it? Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna leave it
right now. Make him come back.
Tease it.
Yeah.
All right.
So should play it. Get the real goods. Yeah.
All right, I'll play it.
Check this out, guys.
It's gonna take a bit of time because this is 180 frames per second played back at 24p. So what is that? Like, I don't know. Pretty slow-mo. Slow. So I'm just like, this is the funny because I hit record and now you're just waiting for me to hit the trigger. Like the amount of time.
That's how long it is in slow-mo. Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, like. But here I'll fast forward it.
True
ripper. I'm impatient. I'm freaking impatient, man. But also, I'm not showing you guys any of what Scale Builders Guild shot. This is just the stuff that I shot because I don't feel like that's fair. Like show anybody else's,
Yeah. Give him a chance to edit and get his stuff out.
Yeah. So just a heads up, guys. My camera doesn't shoot audio. I guess pretty good.
Excellent.
Yeah. So
how's the gear noise on the electric? Is it like, does it sound like it's eating itself apart, or does it sound real happy?
You can really hear the drive line, but it doesn't sound clunky or weird in any way. The awesome thing about the Bajas is they're really overbuilt with their drive line. It's going to be hard to chip a tooth with that transmission. The gears are a solid 3/4 of an inch thick. Like the mesh it's quite large. So you're going to definitely strip a spur gear way before you would ever damage anything.
They still on a plastic spur on those things?
Yeah, and I would recommend staying on a plastic spur.
Oh yeah, that's the way to go. I've had so
but,
many people tell me in my stuff to go to these metal spurs, and it's just
like, no, like, why? It's like, this is the
it's a
safest,
path of least resistance. Yeah, if I want it to
great
bust,
place.
that's an easy place for it to
Yeah.
bust.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, I'll just buy 4 spares, you know? I'll
I
have
feel
4
like if you're
spares and
breaking the stock spurs, your setup is probably not
wrong.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, man,
dude.
for sure, for sure,
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
sure. And then Dave's so DDMracing.com has hostile spurs, which are like a little bit of a harder
Yes, I
plastic.
was researching those. Yeah, I've been bookmarking a lot of
Yeah,
goodies
there's some
like
good
that.
stuff. And then for a while there, which I don't think HPI is selling right now, is what's it called? Is is the slipper clutch. So the
Yes,
5TSC came with a slipper clutch. You can't buy that anymore. I don't even think they're making the clutch discs for them. So it's going to be a matter of time before mine just wears out to the point where it no longer has any friction. And then I'm gonna have to switch to a just like a plastic spur with no slipper.
Mr. BRC, if you ever want to increase the performance on your Baja, the 2-speed tranny was one of the best performance things he's ever done. So, what's your thoughts on a 2-speed Baja trans?
I mean, look, if you're gonna go to like a freaking
A larger
like
outdoor
a
track. So,
no track, no track.
no
Putting a
track, really.
second gear on your race car is gonna pretty much guaranteed you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
The guys that win races are the guys that are running 23cc engines, 100% bone stock,
Stock gearing
maybe
too,
better
huh?
tires. 100%. The lighter this thing is, the better off you are. The
Yeah.
less
Yeah.
amount of power you've got, the better off you are. And the lower the RPM clutch spring is, the better off you are in a race situation. Because slow is fast, man. Slow is fast.
Absolutely, dude. You got to put it to the ground. So,
You got exactly, and like you're gonna put a pipe on. Like pipes are great in dunes. I think.
Mhm.
I would love to build a dune specific Baja, which we have one that we probably gonna build up for dunes. Spoiler: we're trying to get a nitrous kit for it,
Mm.
and we might put it on methanol. So that's like something to look forward to next year.
Well,
Uh,
I know a place where we could take it.
I know, and I might ship it to Vancouver and drive down. I don't know. We'll talk about it. And then what we were gonna do is we're gonna do a road Baja where it's like just strictly for road speeds, top speeds. So that's where we're gonna get really, really large pinions and really, really small
Mm.
spurs, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
or we go with a 2-speed, whatever.
Ready?
Yep.
What up, Monster Park? Ooh,
That's what
listen to
the
that.
electric. Yeah.
Listen to that thing. Ready?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And then this is the gas. So this is what the 2-stroke does. It's loud.
What?
Right, anytime, Nash.
Spicy. That's
Dude, okay,
still
so
pretty spicy, dude.
yeah, but like you can feel it in your teeth. So like maybe it's not the best because like fuck, it's violent, man. It's like violent. That's what it's
That's
like.
pretty spicy, dude. That's
But
pretty
you know what? The
spicy.
electric one took off probably faster. You know.
But not like enough to.
You know what I mean? I like how we're all like sick.
Rippers, dude. I'm telling you.
Rippers, man. All right, anytime,
I
man.
can't wait to get one of these.
That's still really rich tune. So just before
Oh
anybody
yeah,
tells
yeah.
me
You're
that's
still
really
break.
rich,
You're still.
we're
breaking
like
it. I get it.
we were like playing with top speed. Nash tuned the high needle a little bit later than this, and it really started to scream.
These old
And
flapping lips. He says on a few guys run methanol, you'll need to increase the compression a bit through the alcohol methanol. You can run
I
white
have
naphtha with just a little bit of carb tuning. You
yeah.
mean like white gas, like for like a camping stove? Like
I used to run strictly naphtha, but this is
what?
weird. So no, but hold on. These old flapping lips, you might have that a little backwards because the higher compression I go with naphtha, like white gas, like Coleman camp fuel, the more I would get dieseling. So because it's a low octane gasoline. So yeah, Coleman camp fuel is 50 octane, and it's great for stock 29C Zenoas. But the
Really?
minute you start getting OBR like ported engines or whatever, it just stays running. You could cut spark and it'll just stay
It just
running.
stays detonating, yeah,
It's
because
just
it's such a
detonated. It's
low
just
burn, yeah. I got an
totally,
MSR
totally.
camp stove that runs white gas.
Yeah, but dude, so it's the cleanest running gas. There is no carbon buildup. It's what the boat guys use. It doesn't smell like gasoline. It smells like lamp oil, right? It just smells like a lamp. Like you go to a restaurant and they light the
You
lamp. That
cook on it.
oil.
Yeah, it's clean,
Yeah,
dude.
it's super clean. And so I would really recommend it if you don't have a garage and you want to keep your Baja inside. I would say go with the Coleman Camp Fuel. $20 a gallon, which is pretty
Yeah,
expensive.
the metal tin, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it doesn't stink. So like, but you can't get a crazy engine. You can't get like a really high compression engine. We built a really high compression engine on the Baja build, and that's the one that would run on methanol, I think.
Yeah.
I remember Shredhead was this guy. You can find his videos on YouTube. He was the guy that made the Shred Stack, which has this like angled carb thing, so that the filter sits up away from the gas tank. Really convenient upgrade. Anyway, that dude came to Michigan Dunes one time, and he would start the Baja on gasoline, and he would have a little valve, and he
Switch
would
it
change
over.
the valve, and he would switch it to methanol. So he'd start it, get it hot, and then he would switch it to methanol, and it would just dude, man, that thing would do standing wheelies. But
Would he run
again,
it until it was completely empty?
I can't remember. I can't remember.
Yeah,
To be
yeah,
honest,
no, yeah, but
but it was like standing wheelies, like insane torque, and it was super low displacement. It was 23 cc engine. It didn't need a lot of displacement.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
you know, I don't know. I guess nitromethane creates a lot of its own oxygen as well. So
Hmm.
it's yeah. I wonder if it was methanol, or was it nitromethane? Is that different, or is that the same? I don't
I'd
know
have
anything
to
about.
Google
I'm
it.
gonna have to,
I don't know. I
I'm gonna have to.
remember talking about it in Fast and the Furious 3 or 4 or whatever. He's like,
Ah, there he is.
only punks use meth.
Right. Yeah. So apparently he was there for that. Yeah. Awesome. He's old. It's huge. Yeah, it will detonate in thin air. Dude, I'm telling you, it would diesel. It would diesel. I had to
Yeah,
switch.
Silver
So
Lake.
it was Silver Lake Dunes, yeah, Michigan. So I mean, it's far drive for me, but it's a very, very nice dunes for sure.
Because
Very
you're
nice
on the
dunes.
west. You're on the west side, right? Like,
Yeah, like basically we are above uh New York State. New York State. So
okay,
like Buffalo,
okay,
New
gotcha,
York.
gotcha.
It would take me
Well,
like
cheers
an
for
hour.
beers. How many of y'all in the
Cheers for beers,
chat
man.
have a
Oh
beer
shit, boy.
tonight that you're enjoying? How about this? Say where you're from and the type of beverage that you're enjoying. I'm enjoying a Bury It Alive Liquid Death carbonated water, and we're chilling in Coos Bay,
I'm still on the
Oregon.
same beer because no one's telling me to drink beer.
I know. Well, cheers,
Interesting.
bro. Cheers for beers.
Mm-hmm. Sorry for the shaky footage. This is like basically raw footage. So
It'll get edited.
yeah, it'll get edited and I'll
Monster parts.
end up.
Meth will make you lose your teeth. You
Oh
ever seen the
yeah.
meme where it's like drug addicts and then it shows an RC addict and it just shows them way happier afterwards? It's hella good.
But he's still on meth? No, I don't.
No, like it shows like
Yeah.
all like it shows like meth, marijuana, alcohol, and then it shows like RC addict, and it just shows him hella happy. Like there's no change. He's just
There's just
smiling.
no change, just smiling. Wait, I want to find there was like this one shot. I was doing these like long lens shots that are pretty sick. But I don't want to give away all the Scale Builders Guild footage. So I'm looking
Yeah,
for.
once you got your own edit of this coming out too, right?
Yeah, so this is gonna. We're trying to coordinate, and hopefully on Saturday it's gonna come out. So
Okay, cool.
yeah,
So if you guys want to check this out, make sure to tune back in. Hopefully on Saturday, both
yeah,
for K-pop RC's channel and also Scale Builders Guild, where
that's
they
right.
will both have some fifth scale content on the pre-release, re-release HPI Baja 5B that they were so graciously
Oh,
able to
yeah,
participate in. So
totally. Like, yeah, massive shout out goes to HPI for even like I know, I feel like the shout out is actually should be for Matt of Scale Builders Guild because he
all right.
emailed. What's up?
So we got Nash, Toronto, Cold Shots. We got Monster Parts in Los Angeles with a cola champagne. Damn, son. We got Michigan. We got these flipping lips. Michigan. Some coffee with my Carolyn's Irish cream while smoking some grape. Yum yums.
Yeah,
Lumber
sounds
ends,
tasty.
no beer, but in McKinville, Oregon. Represent Oregon. I'm in Coos, dude.
Yeah.
DJ Aplicari, Santa Fe, New Mexico, here with a Coors. No, I'm saying, is it Coors Light or a regular Coors? Say back in a comment.
Yeah,
We
man,
got
that's
Barbed
the
Wire Rat, San Diego, with a black coffee. Pretty good. What kind of coffee? What's the blend? I'm looking for some new blends myself.
right.
Frank Stokely, he says, I don't drink, but I'm in Illinois. Right on.
That's good. Power to you. That's good.
Scott Dunlap, what's up, guys? Scott from Mount Baldley, California. What's up, dude? Or is that
What's up,
Canada?
man?
Am I tripping?
Damn.
California, Canada? Maybe you'll have to remind me.
Canada. Oh, I don't know, actually. Who knows? I guess it would be, who knows?
CA. Chipper RC up in Victoria, BC, and I've got the
I didn't know you were
tastiest
in
lemonade
Victoria.
ever.
Damn it,
Tastiest
man.
lemonade ever. The tartest lemonade ever.
Ooh. Yeah, dude, I didn't know you were in Victoria.
Gladewater, Texas. What up? Texas represent. The stars are bright. They're big and bright.
Banquet. All right. Coors Banquet.
Okay. All right.
Party.
Respect.
Party.
Respect. I can respect a banquet.
You can still drink like 3 of those and drive home. You'll be all right.
Monster Parts says Mount Baldley is in Cali where it snows. So cool. Right on.
Shit. There's a place in Cali that snows. Aldrez, man. What's up, buddy? No talking. School tomorrow.
Well, let's shift some gears, K-pop. What do you say we check out the 2023 Fifth Scale Nationals? They got a video teaser and they got some information on the website. And that kind of caveats off of our Fifth Scale rant that we've been on, trying to get some love back into the HPI Baja Fifth Scale gas-powered Legend.
Yeah, sweet. Just give me a sec. I'm like, I just need to share the screen
no worries.
properly.
So I was checking out some information earlier, trying to find some race events that are going to be taking place in 2023. And this is one that I came across on circusrc.com. And it basically just goes over the Fifth Scale Off-Road World Championships in 2023. And then they have a teaser video from 2022 kind of showing the little bit of the action. So I figured we can watch this and then kind of get some people to chime in.
I need to talk about the Freedom Eagle, man. I like this video already. And check it out. Check it out. Oh, man. I'm having serious flashbacks, man, from early.
A little bit, right?
Yeah. Right?
Yeah. I'm digging them up, man. I'm trying.
Even the font, man. The fact that he went with a sans,
it's the
with
OG,
a Comic Sans.
Yeah. So here we go. We got two-wheel drive open, rookie. Oh,
shit.
Control
okay, March 2nd.
balls.
Oh, I can't make that one, man. Damn.
Well, this is the last year, or is that saying this next year?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, you're right. Okay, right. 2022 March. Oh shit.
I think this was last year.
I'm free. So. I'm free after March. Then things get easier. But it sucks because I would
also just venues. We can rent these places with enough swag. You know what I mean? And we bring enough power.
RC Racing Legends, man. I hope you're having a good Tuesday, buddy. Yeah. Oh, here. I've hit the dunes in Oregon before. Oh my god. All right, Jipper. Dude, Jipper. If I go and hang out with Brian of Double Clutch, man, would you come? Because you're like right there. Well, you're not right there, but you're kind of right there. You're gonna have to drive through a state.
Yeah, I can take care of us out here too, man. Like, food, place to kick it.
Yeah, man. Well, don't say that.
The dunes
too confidently, man, because I'm gonna show up at your door. I'm gonna
12 minutes from my house, so
like what? All right, I won't overstay my welcome, but I will. It's definitely a plan. It's definitely a plan, and it's also kind of on it's on the West Coast, so that I can go visit other people. Like at least hang with Monster Parts for
absolutely.
For
we get Jimmy out here. He's been up this way. He was like, what? He recognizes some of the beaches too. I was like, what's up?
Yeah. There you go.
So what does this track look like for any of you Fifth Scale aficionados? This looks like a pretty
it actually kind of looks a little bit bigger than a 8th scale, just a touch. It's good. Yeah, looks good. I would say that it's a bit tame for 5th scale. But
I was gonna say something looks rolly.
But I come from tracks of like motocross guys. So
extreme. Your era of track building was the heyday too. So it was.
Yeah, I feel like the guys that were building our tracks, a lot of people looked.
Man, this looks great. This looks like a lot of fun.
I would rip this. This is so great. Damn, it's awesome. Also, these guys are driving quite well.
So this is not like a, you know, I would even though it's called nationals, it's like this is a big regional thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, for
and that was
sure,
just
for
one
sure.
of many that I found, at least that were local to me. Well, I shouldn't say local to me, but within reasonable distance to me. And then another one was like Vegas. Like I remember there was some off-road tracks that were happening in Vegas this last year through the RC Expo.
No way. Like new ones or just that they I
Yeah,
mean
no, it
they
was
live in
like
the
the first
desert, so
time
they got
they did a big like race series in Vegas this last year that like had like huge turnout. One of the biggest turnouts they've had in a long time, and they had all different kind of scale. They had outdoor gas, they had indoor eighth, 1/5 buggy. It was pretty
sweet.
cool.
Yeah. No, that's pretty sick. I like I can't wait to start doing more of that kind of stuff. And it would be great to travel more for the channel. So I'm gonna try to make that kind of a priority to go see. I think the big thing for me is like I gotta make it out to the Colorado boys scale science. Like that has to happen. And I might go mountain biking when that happens because it's gonna end up being kind of spring, summer kind of time. Maybe if that happens. Oh, I would love to go mountain biking
There's also
up there.
sick ass mountain bike trails like right here local within like 20
Oh, I
minutes.
know. You think I wouldn't bring my bike if I
Oh
was
yeah,
going
yeah.
to
Okay, cool.
visit?
Cool. Have to dust off the hardtail, know what I'm
That's cool, man. I only ride hardtails, so
saying?
is that man, that might actually be crazy. And I feel like the older I get, the more I'm gonna end up with a dual squish because
A dual squish. I'm getting soft myself, bro. My butt isn't
I
getting any
know I'm telling you, man, they get soft. You get
ain't
soft.
getting any younger, I'll tell you
I
what.
yeah, but you have to pick your lines with a hardtail. Like I feel like you got to be more picky with a hardtail. You be like, I gotta go this way because like the dudes I ride with that are dual squish, they just go over shit, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
I'm going
Yeah.
like this, there's no way. Anyway,
Yeah, they don't pick a
oh,
line, they
hold
just
on.
bomb
Apparently
through the center.
there's a sex
Oh,
box.
we
Got it.
got him.
Got it. Got him.
Alright,
We're
alright.
all
That
good.
means we're doing
We did
something
it.
right. You got it?
We did it. I mean, maybe we should invite him over. I don't know. I mean, is that weird? That might be weird.
No, it's not that weird. I mean,
It's like this like really ugly
you
like
always gotta try
robot.
stuff once.
It's just like just because it's a sex bot doesn't mean that it's promoting like sex. It might be the
Okay, here we
opposite
go.
of sex. Like the bot, you don't. Anyway, whatever. We're gonna keep calm down,
Moving forward.
right?
So do you have interest in getting back into fifth scale racing? I noticed you've been stockpiling Bajas for
I don't know. You know what? You know what appeals to me more than racing is whipping out, or no, let's go Harley route. Buying that Harbor Freight TIG welder and just starting to make my own cages. Like I'd be more excited to travel to ah ah. Can you hear that, or is that just me?
that's just you.
Damn it! I wish you guys heard that.
I couldn't.
Oh man, I want to show that off. We'll show it off later. Yeah, my timeline was playing in the background, and all of a sudden it just hit. Yeah, so I would much rather like spend time and hit dunes than I would race. I think.
Yeah, me too. Like camp, barbecue, adult beverages, content. Maybe like we set out some cones, we race to the cone, turn around, come back, do a couple labs, like some stupid stuff like that. Like I'm super down for that.
I just remember sending my Baja like 60 feet in the air, and then when it hit the sand, it was fine.
No,
So
that
like,
Van Dodger, that is a 5T you see behind K-pop. Actually, it would be that way,
oh
but
that no, this
yeah,
is
that's an SBR. It's SBR 2.0. He says,
Baja
"Is it
super
a
rare.
5T?" It's an SBR.
No, but there is a Baja in here. It's like just right there. I mean, we can.
See a little cusp of it.
I can
Let's
show
take a
it
little
off. I
peek.
mean,
I'll give the fans a
oh,
little
I don't know.
taste of why you guys got to come back Saturday. I did see your Instagram where you had him strapped to the back. You know what? My wife said the best thing. You got to get some real thick wire rod that can hold its own weight and make a structure that goes inside of his clothes so he like stays, rigid.
Yeah, I didn't spend a lot of time. Like
No,
I
you
could have
just
made
stuck
it.
them on. I know, dude, but
Yeah, I could
it
have made
looks
it a little
good.
bit better.
It looks
But I
good.
think. Hold on. I got this. Hold on.
So Saturday, hopefully, we'll have some fresh fifth scale content. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember the wheelbase.
The great thing about this is that it is the same wheelbase
As the
as
yeah. So here's another inside tip for you guys. The second thing that Traxxas X Maxes are good for is strapping Fisher Price kids toys to the top and
Oh, it's not
whipping
an
around.
X-Max, dude. It's a Savage.
No, I know you got a Savage. I'm just explaining the other use for X Maxes outside of. That's the second use.
Right, and then we're gonna.
I,
can see what's-
I want to see that content. I'm curious.
The thing is, it's just like, how do you architect it to make it like the best way to experience what's happening, that story of that. Anyway, whatever. We could talk about it forever. I'm gonna get the Baja. All right. Oh, it's on a mount and it's really heavy, and I hope it doesn't break anything. Oh my god, what?
Yeah, your caged.
Oh.
Your caged one is the one that I'm like.
Oh, it's big, eh? Like, holy moly!
You did a great job on that paint job, by the way.
Thanks. I didn't realize it was very TRD. And I was like, I keep seeing TRD everywhere, and I was like, hey, skill builder, check it out.
It's
not only because it's because of the diagonals on the front. It's like a little bit different, but
it's a heritage color scheme. It's not. I think TRD took it from it being a heritage color scheme. So
man, yeah, and I took it from the Kyosho buggy,
the original designer, yeah,
the Optima, yeah, which is the original designer, yeah, of the Baja. So this thing's made my whole studio
house smell, right? Yeah, like,
dude, it smells like
a garage shed.
Like, it's worse. It's like a freaking lawnmower because it smells like the grass that it mowed.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what's funny?
There's still grass in the bottom.
Man,
probably packed full on.
For sure there is. Oh, this is really funny. Oh my god, check this out. This is good.
Yeah, fresh grass, still green, guys. That means he's doing stuff.
I should have done that. I did it for effect. I did it for effect, but now I've got grass everywhere.
He's like a scale Blake Wilkie, right? So Van Dodger, he says, I picked up a Bartolone racing pipe from a 5T for $20. Damn, that sounds cheap.
That sounds like a great price. I'm looking for the Lunatic Rabid pipe. That's the one I want.
Okay, Blue Groove Model Sports said,
yes,
Silver State in Vegas. And that was the Silver State. I believe it was a national event too, if I'm not mistaken.
The great thing about Vegas is it's cheap to fly there. So I'm in. Let's do it.
Yeah, me too. It's also designed to house mad amount of people and have like all the travels pretty much just right in front of you. Like you don't even have to worry about anything.
Got you. Yeah, I'm in. I'm like so into that. Anyway, I'm gonna show you guys. Hold on, I'm gonna stop. Oh, it's weird. I gotta get this OBS thing happening.
We'll get on it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be important. Let's see. Okay, so headphone users, warning. All right, 3, 2, 1. More of that. More of that.
That was good.
Because I got the I'm gonna turn it down so no one freaking loses it.
They want to know if you're gonna put a FPV camera on that Baja.
Yeah, well, Jipper. I mean, I don't know if Jipper is still watching, but there's a guy, Jipper RC on YouTube. He's been making brushless gimbals for his FPVs. So
his FPV vids are killer, dude.
Yeah, so he's making a bunch that he's gonna sell, and I'm gonna be one of his first customers. So we're gonna
excellent.
Yeah, whatever, like the little bit of money I made on ad revenue is gonna end up buying me a nice gimbal. So we'll. I stop talking. What is wrong with you? Hey, whatever. Wait, I think we run here.
This is where RC. If you scroll back up into comments,
you
just scroll back up just a little ways, it'll show Jipper_RC, and then he's got a link to his Instagram there.
So this dude is using I believe they are Traxxas slashes. But I think they're the low CG ones. It could correct me if I'm wrong, Jipper. And he's quite literally racing like short course buggies through FPV.
Yeah, like FPV style. Yeah,
it's freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna play this shot because this is one of the cool ones. Although, I shot this one 4K 60, so maybe we'll slow it down to 50% because then
you still get it good. Yeah, it'll be 30. Oh. Look at that thing soaking it up.
Yeah, and this is
Dude, I
100%
have to give
stock.
it. I have to give it to HPI, man. Whoever they got to help them with the geometry and like just the out
Akira.
of the box setup with these things is just it's
Yeah.
damn good.
So apparently that Akira guy spent almost a full month with the manufacturer at the time. It's called Kingstar Motors. They actually were the ones that would do all the Pro line tires.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Also, a bunch of Losi models were also made in the same factory. And yeah, so they spent a month together with the original 3 models that they had built. And yeah, they set everything up. So this is a bone stock. We set it up exactly as you get it with the SBK build. We didn't. I have other pistons. I have other oil setups. Like I wouldn't race it this way, but maybe I would with the buggy because it's actually running really, really, really well. But yeah,
track every. You kind of figure out in the pits too. Like guys will be running whatever weight in the rear, whatever weight in the front, and it's a good. You put it in there, and you're like, oh yeah, that works better.
totally. Or
Terrain
even like,
dependent, man.
yeah, it just depends. It depends. And
Man,
it's
that
track
thing's a
related,
ripper.
really.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Yeah, and that's like, I mean, if you are gonna race them, that's what you do. You find somebody who's been racing them and who knows what traction's the best for the track you're at, or whatever, and just piggyback off them. You can see how much torque the 32 has. It really does lift
it's
the
ripping.
tires.
I can't believe it doesn't. They handle really well, especially when it just kicked that right rear up. Like
It's insane. It's
they
insane.
diff out
The,
good.
the 5T is heavier, and it does not handle as well. Because I'm assuming because it's like almost double. Well, maybe not double the weight, but like a
But it's got a
third
chunk
more.
more, yeah.
Yeah, totally. And this is the slow-mo one. He turned it around here, and then I love this, like shooting through the brush.
Oh, it gives a
It
layer,
looks so
man. It
sick.
gives an element of layer to movement.
Yeah,
So
and
you
also
get
like
a sense for speed.
totally.
Like
And but I
the
mean,
whole like shooting into a sky with no clouds kind of deal,
yeah, but like I mean, if I look at my scopes, I think I could probably pull way more detail out of this. Check this out. Ooh,
no, that kind of flooded. That got a little.
hold on. The blacks. I'm just
Well,
looking
you
at
made
the
it pop there. It
scopes.
popped back out.
So the blacks are black.
The shadows are dark, yeah. Like the inside of the rim's almost non-visible.
Yeah. Well, I can bring that back. I can bring that detail back. Well, I mean, it's out of focus right now, so you wouldn't see it anyway. But
so we can expect to see some of this content Saturday, huh?
yeah, like I'm just gonna drop it. I already have my I have my music like I've been working on it already. I'm not gonna show anything.
I know you're waiting on a timing thing from SBG, but I mean, basically, if all goes well, we could expect to see some of this Saturday, right?
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Saturday. I want it to be out on Saturday so I can take Sunday off. Look at that front wheel skip over, eh? Look at that.
Dude, the thing's ripping. Rizzy 643, Rizzy, what's up? K-pop says cheers to
Rizzy,
beers with
man.
a couple of dippers there. Couple of dippers. What up, Rizzy?
What's up? Oh, I should probably drink a bunch of beer.
Yeah, get caught back up.
Delicious beer. Yeah, this thing just rips. And this is just like my my long lens, so we've got a bunch of other stuff we can take a look at. Whoa, that's not good. It's windy, I guess. Oh, you can hear the wind more than you can hear.
Overall,
How
did you guys have a good time? I mean, is it fun kind of getting back into that meeting up with the boys and firing up the old brap? Like, does it bring back some shit that was kind of like lying dormant in a way?
Yeah, 100%. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's different. It's just different. It's different. The thing with racing is that you would have to wake up really early in the morning. You would have to probably pack your car the day before.
Well, also the night before prep, you're prepping the vehicle and rebuilding stuff.
So this was kind of similar because I had to pack my camera gear and I had to make sure everything was good, and I had to program the servo, which I didn't end up programming the servo. I just ended up moving the arm back one tooth.
Yeah, so it wouldn't tear itself up.
Yeah, just so I could get full steering left to right. I was going to program center because that Reefs RC servo is 100% programmable, so you can like tell it where center is. But I was having some issues with like getting it programmed, so I just kind of like knocked it back one tooth and then like trimmed it out, and it was fine. It ended up working out.
DJ Apothecary says, I'm sure it's been a low priority recently, but whatever happened with that rescued salvage Baja?
Yeah, so I was talking a little bit about that. It's a super high compression Baja, so we might end up making that a pure sand Baja. I think that's the
Little
idea is
nitro, little
to,
nitrous, little
yeah,
methane.
like is to do something stupid with it because it's super high compression engine. So methanol and maybe nitrous, but it would be really cool to try to contact NOS and see if they'd send us one of their motorcycle kits because they
Ooh,
actually,
man.
I'll show you guys because it's
Get a
awesome.
little 3-shot.
Smallest NOS kit. It's for motorcycles. It's hilarious. There's smaller ones, but I want to get the NOS one because
Dude, with the direct port nitrous injection.
well, it'll be
I'm just I'm
yeah,
just talking smack.
it would be post carb. I don't know. I don't know if that's actually where you would want to put it. That's an interesting thing to see. I don't even like it wouldn't be a wet kit. Like you wouldn't be squirting more fuel in with the NOS.
No, I know. I was just quoting some
No,
Fast and
I know.
Furious
No,
quotes right
I'm
there.
just thinking. I'm like literally talking this through in my
Yeah, yeah.
mind. I don't know. It'll be interesting to yeah.
I cannot believe that thing don't flip over right there. Look at it. I mean, it just see the opposite wheel going backwards.
Right.
That's badass, dude. That's some good footage.
Yeah, there's some good stuff, man. I'm telling you, there's some good stuff. I mean, you're seeing it all, so I'm not gonna look for it. Whatever.
So once again, guys, this Saturday, if all goes well, you guys can check out K-pop RC. He'll hopefully have some content on this newly built Baja that he's broken in, as well as Scale Builders Guild that both went out same time. So that'll be cool to check this footage out. I look forward to checking out this weekend. That'll be something I'll get my coffee and
Yeah,
put
it's
that
gonna be
on my
less.
old smart TV.
It's gonna be less story driven. Really, it's gonna be more of
Oh,
like
some
a
good
kind of.
action, bro.
Yeah, I want to make it more like the original K-pop RC videos where they're more like dreamy soundscapes a little bit. So like
That's
we're just
what
gonna
got
like
me
weave the story and like if there
all the
is some
beautiful
like
bean footage.
talking, it's gonna be short. And I think I'll end up doing 3 chunks that kind of tell what's going on, like talking.
These old flapping lips. He says, "All right, peeps, I'm outie like a hobo peeing on the sidewalk. Peace
All
out,
right, brother. Cheers to
peace,
beers,
bro.
bro.
Peace
Hope
out."
you're having a good Tuesday. Have a better Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's see here. Twice the fuel, but 1/5 times the power. I don't know what you need to run twice as much fuel if you're going to run meth. Correct. But
Yes,
Van
it's
Dodger,
true.
listen, Van Dodger.
Oh, you did get it to flip. Wow, you've
Yeah,
been trying for a
we
while, huh?
did. Well, this is the electric one, so it has a higher center of gravity.
It does. The electric one has a higher CG, really?
No, not the electric one. The
Oh.
gas one. This is
No,
gas.
that's that okay, yeah. I was like, all right, yeah, I get it. No, I just you've
Uh,
been ripping hard for a couple minutes now. That's finally got it to
I think it kind of hit like a bit of
it
like
caught a lip.
turf,
I see what you're saying.
but no,
I was like,
I'm
all
with you
right.
though. It is hard to look at. Like I love how it like hit when it hits right here, bang.
Could see it shake through the whole thing, dude.
Those are chunks of sand. Like I came home and my hoodie was full of sand. My
Just
shoes were full of
roosted.
sand.
Yeah. Welcome to the
Like
party, pal.
yeah, right.
I had sand everywhere.
Yeah,
Tears your
I'm
gear
telling you.
up, man.
You know,
These
yeah,
things are so ripping, dude. So, man, I gotta go
pretty
talk with the
cool.
wife and see if I could get her to loan me some money so I go order one tonight, man. I gotta go. Gotta go see if I can sweet talk her up.
Dude, man, pay ship and I'll send you one. You want one? You want David off? I don't know.
No,
I'm trying to
I
think.
want to. Do you want David off? Damn. No, I want to get a kit. I want to get a kit. I
Yeah,
gotta
you
get it.
should because it's actually a lot of fun to build, man, for sure. Blue Groove is saying that the 32 Zenoa 4 bolts are more reliable and smooth compared to the original HPI motor. A lot of people don't realize, but CY, like the original CY engines that came on the Baja, were actually clones of the Zenoa engine, and maybe that's why. Maybe that's why HPI got a really cheap deal on these like 2-stroke engines from CY. Not Japanese.
Yeah, it's common practice too, huh? Just to
Oh yeah.
get a power
Yeah,
plant for the RTR ones, right?
yeah, 100%, 100%. You can run
He
that
wants to see
drift
that
again.
beautiful bean footage
Oh,
again, that drift clip,
yeah, here.
that rooster. Yeah, the
I
old
got it.
rooster.
I got it. Ooh, it's so
Was
good.
it a little bit sad to get her real dirty for the first time?
Yeah.
You know, when you go from like fresh heat to that, it's like
Hold on.
something's different.
I'll
You know
show
what
you.
I'm saying? I can totally relate to
I got a
that.
little bit sad when I realized that the corner of my body here is
You
all
know,
effy.
I
I
wanted to
just
ask
saw
you
that.
about
Look,
the side body panels that cover up the chassis plate. Like, what was the deal with those back in the
which ones?
day?
Oh,
The triangle webbing on the side of the chassis plate. There's like a Lexan panel that a company made. I think Proline even made like a under tray thing.
yeah. So they had Yeah, so there was two companies. There was Pit Dog RC, and they made a rubber one, and it kind of stretched, and it had these two hooks, and they would just like hook, but they were heavy. I would say Lexan is the easiest way to go. You could just cut a piece of Lexan and just shoe
Just
glue it
put it on the
in.
side. Yeah, that I think I'm gonna do it on the inside of the webbing, so it's like you can see the Lexan paint behind the webbing, so you could still see the metal like open framework of the chassis. I showed you that picture that I posted in Discord where I made that Photoshop template and kind of was just
Yeah,
thinking about doing some designs on my own body. I actually cut out the body yesterday. I was gonna paint it at lunch today, but it was just too dang cold. It I think it was like
yeah,
46 was as hot as it got here, so I
yeah. You got to make sure
can't
it's
do
warm.
painting.
Are you heating your cans?
Yes, I do the old Hemi-Storm, so I get like a pot, like a pot you make soup in and
Mm.
fill that up with warm water so that it's like almost to the cap of my Tamiya cans, and then just put all my cans in there, let them sit for like 5 minutes, whatever.
Yeah,
And then I
sweet. Yeah,
usually
yeah,
just hustle it right back in with the heat gun just to give it a little kiss with the heat gun because I'm where I'm at, dude. It's like the window for painting's pretty slim.
yeah. Well, tell that. I mean, when I painted
I
this
know I'm
body,
preaching to
it
the
was
choir,
probably
right?
like, I mean, it snowed like 4 days later when I
And
when I
you're
painted.
just going out there and kissing it with a heat gun. That's the only way you're making it happen, right? Like,
Yeah, well, I'm heating up the paint, and I'm like making sure the Lexan isn't super cold. So like
mhm.
I just don't,
But you're
I just
still
like
painting
quite
outside.
literally. Yeah, I have to.
Yeah,
I
I know.
I have to. There, I live with a lady who's very sensitive with smells, so I have to be careful. So yeah, yeah,
Man, you got to respect the
she
lady smells.
and I'm sure she was like cool with it because there's no way that it didn't off gas the smells after I brought it inside.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I bring it back in and it
Oh,
it
it
still
just
stinks even
smells.
though it's not
Yeah,
spraying.
it's
Yeah,
gonna smell. But I mean, I
word.
should be airbrushing because airbrushing doesn't smell at all. You know, really, it really doesn't. It doesn't smell like because there's no carrier. There's no like, like there's no reaction that's happening. You
No,
know.
yeah, totally. Yeah, totally get it. So yeah, a bunch of
But yeah,
people saying can't wait to see some new video. Looking forward to this. So once again, anybody that wasn't here will be waiting Saturday to peep some of that content.
yeah,
And then
heck yeah.
we got Van Dodger says somebody needs to make some 3D printed side pods that are a bit sturdier. You know, the 3D printed ones are probably
I'm ready.
I don't know. I feel like
Less
less sturdy.
sturdy.
Yeah, less
Yeah,
sturdy than Lexan, right?
I don't think you're gonna find. Yeah, yeah. Nothing 3D printable is gonna be stronger than injection molding, really,
I
or
think the
Lexan.
problem
I
with
think.
those is they come down too far.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever broken one though. Like,
No, they just get knurled up like that. Oh, and then
yeah,
Ryan Day says sweet flow poister. Right on, dude. Yeah. I thought that was
yeah.
a
Oh,
cool one
right, in
too.
the background there with the
Yeah.
ladies. Nice.
The back
Never,
catalog.
for sure. What's the top speed? It's what you make it because top speeding and everything. In fact, I would say if you're in it for top speed, this is not for you, man. Go get an Arma. You know, this is
Get a
a
Vendetta,
totally
yeah. What would you
th-
say top speed between what 38, 40, like 40 something mile an hour?
yeah, around there. I have a GPS, so we'll test this out. Maybe that's something we should test out on the weekend.
That'll be
Probably
fun.
around 40, I would say. Yeah, 40 miles an hour. Everyone needs to understand how heavy this thing is. Like the camera
Yeah.
doesn't capture
Mm-mm.
the mass. So when this thing goes 20 miles per hour and it zooms by you, and you know that if it hit you, it would kill you, I think it just creates a different kind of awe of like experience. It changes things. But which the video, it's very hard for the video to convey because the video flattens everything out. So you can't even really see the scale of
No,
that thing.
it's so hard to get RCs to look scale. I mean, that's something that I struggle with constantly is trying
Right?
to
Like
trying to
It's
get
like-
the camera. So I mean, we all do the scale RC stuff, but then I'm trying to get the camera simulating how high it would be off the ground if you were a scale dude, however tall you needed to be to fit in that thing, right? So it's hard, man. Yeah, I think it's huge.
It's so big, like throwing this around, like it's not like an
Are you
arm.
missing?
Like
Are you missing chassis screws at the back
Shut
on the
up.
bottom?
No.
Are you?
Yeah. All
You are, huh?
all of them.
Every single one. Were those lost in the field?
Oh yeah. I'm
Oh,
not gonna.
good man, dude. So
I mean,
no Loctite, no.
No,
thread
because
locker,
I
no nothing?
mean, the problem with like Loctite, especially with this scale, because the bolts are so big, it just like I mean, there's certain things you Loctite, 100% Loctite some stuff. But I think the biggest thing is to just run checks after every run, where you check all of the major bolts and make sure they're tight.
I mean, so
Because
you lost all those chassis screws. Like you wouldn't. Have you ever used like a Permatex paste rather than like just the blue thread locker? Because that's some stuff that
if I do use,
dude, I hate twisting out my Allens and they're just noodled using thread locker. So I'm with you on that.
yeah. So the thing is though that it was my mistake because I should have checked the tightness of those after break-in. So I mean, the whole thing of like, if you buy there's certain rules to RC. One of them is if you buy an RTR, when you get it home, you take the whole thing apart and you put it back together.
Yep.
Rule number one. If you don't do that and something breaks, it's your own stupid fault because you're trusting a whole bunch of people building something. You need to make sure there's oil in you need to make sure, right? And then once you do that, every time you run, you need to do a screw check.
Basic checks, yeah.
What we call it in film, we call it the dummy check, right? Dummy check is the most important thing. It's
Pre-flight,
are you a
dude.
dummy? Pre-flight check.
Yeah.
So
And
that was my
motorcycle
fault.
riding is the same thing. You just go around and just do a basic,
Just check everything over, like especially I mean, I can see with a motorcycle, it's like you're gonna die if you don't.
Yeah, that's just pretty crucial.
Right?
Yeah.
This is just gonna fall apart
Yeah, I totally
prematurely. But yeah, and you know what's funny? Because when I was looking at the slow-mo footage, I'm like watching that. I'm watching that chassis. Hold on. This is fun. Check this out. All right. So now that you know those screws are loose. All right. Let's see where we flip it over. Look at the filter. Watch the filter. See the filter jumping around?
Yeah.
See that jumping around?
That's why the motor plate's jumping
The
in the chassis
whole
plate.
motor plate is doing
That's going like
this. Right? Look at the
Gangster.
filter.
I seen that earlier and I was like,
It's moving like this much.
Man, these things are pretty dang durable, right? Like,
well, I mean, I basically ripped this thing without no screws holding the chassis plates together. So
touche.
That's fun. That's fun. The highest made his motors. Oh yeah, did you make the molds and you did like aluminum, you poured aluminum into your sand molds, or did you machine out? What do you mean by major motors? Did you mean just you bought the head and you bought a block and you put the two together? Like, what do you mean by major? Because like if it's like that you actually make engines, then that's awesome,
dude, come on down. I want to
come on down. Well, I want to learn
come
more.
On down. You're the next contestant on K-Pop RC.
Right, but if you're just bolting on or if you're just putting a head kit on an engine, dude, man, welcome to the club. I don't know. What do you want?
So he says, when you do the SAS check reels, I think TJ's got some SAS cracking.
Oh, TJ, yeah. So we should talk about that a little bit. So my idea, I don't know. I mean, there's probably a lot. 51 of you's watching probably fifth scale stuff. But we also do like drift stuff, like scale stuff, scale crawling stuff on Instagram. So I want to do something I call the top five to 5 to 5. I don't know. I'm going to figure out a better name because that's not great. But I want to pick my top favorite RC creators, and those are people that build cool stuff. And then I'm going to task them to pick 5 of their favorite creators. And then we're going to create a web of 5. So I'm going to do 5, and then each of those are going to do 5. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's 30 30 people that you should go hang out or watch or check out what they're doing.
Check out. Yeah.
So that's
sounds
my
fun.
idea, right? That's my idea for like kind of year ender, and then also doing sort of like a K-pop's top 10 SAS builds of the year. I think that's what we're gonna do as well.
Yeah, at the end of the year is coming, boys. I mean, we're
Mhm.
getting into December here, so
Year
it's
end
getting
stuff, man.
close.
Yeah, and it's actually probably been the biggest year for K-pop RC in the sense that I've produced the most amount of video this year than I've ever have on YouTube. So, so if you're not 47 users watching, if you're not subscribe, man. We got some cool stuff happening. From
Absolutely do.
Skid the Kid. I still have this Baja Super Ray that I don't even know what to do with. That I should probably do something with.
Yeah, I got a Super Ball Ray.
Right? You're like, I'm gonna sell it.
I
You're
think
like,
I'm just
gonna
gonna go
sell it.
drive it in the ocean and like blow people's minds and try to hydroplane it on some of the new Dumont paddles.
Don't do it.
I legit. I think I'm gonna do it. I don't know.
Oh,
If
like
if
this.
someone wants a freshly rebuilt SBR 2.0, hit me up. So
Yeah, and you're selling it for cheap, like for what it's worth, considering it's got a
yeah,
custom
yeah.
paint job. Like, yeah. Yeah, to get a Boss Super Ray to look like that would cost way more than you're asking. Anyway,
Those
but
bodies are so expensive. What the heck, dude? Like,
because they're all, yeah, I don't, well,
I
yeah,
shouldn't
yeah,
talk
that's what
smack.
we
The
should do.
HPI short course truck bodies are real money.
Well, I made a joke to them. I was like, because they're like, we lost the molds, and I'm like, they
Those
didn't
can
lose
be
the molds.
redone.
Let's be
Those can
real.
be redone if we have an existing
Yeah, I have
body
one.
that's not cut. They can remake the mold
Oh,
really easy.
mine's cut, but they can still use it as a mold. Like you could still make a mold.
I could
from
pay a
it.
15-year-old kid on Instagram to model me a
You know what would
brand
be
new one.
funny if they bought the Rovan
Yeah, right.
one
Bought the shit back
to clone it. Like I kind of man, that would be an incredible
we should
story,
set
eh?
that up, dude. Yeah, that would be
Oh,
classic.
I would love that.
That's
HPI
good.
man, if you're
That's a good
watching,
action.
right? This is like clone the clone
Clone the clones.
to
Give it
sell
right
the
back
real
to them.
deal.
Yeah, get a little taste
That
of
would
your
be
own
really funny.
medicine.
Yeah, top 5. Yeah, there you go. Top 5 of 5 for 5 of 5. Yeah, something like that. Something like that, Rizzy. You got it.
Well, what's up, K-pop? You got anything else you want to go over? Or are you ready to roll some sass and?
Yeah, I think we should roll some sass and kill a stream and maybe
Yes,
do it
sir.
early because I think it was a good one, man. I'm you know, I don't want to
I
give
agree.
away
No,
too much
I
of the
felt like
footage.
there was a good pace. I think we went over
Yeah,
some
man.
cool stuff in the beginning, and I definitely look forward to what you got in the pipe. So
Yeah, and I think you know, dudes, like I mean, there's 52 of you dudes watching. If this is something you really enjoy, let us know if this is something you want to see more of, where there's like 2 people bringing ideas to, you know, more of a SBG and Harley kind of, you know, collaborative live stream, because I think that's the way we might go in the future. And Tall Can Tuesday might just kind of get kind of curbed, and it might be easier for us to both support each other doing lives that way. So that might happen. Who knows? If you guys are into it,
and if
let us know.
any of you guys viewing out there actually have some other ideas regarding content that you guys would like to see, please post it in the comments. And also, when the live stream's over, you can comment on the video. But we're always looking for ideas. And if you guys have some stuff or some things that you guys want us to check out, feel free to tag us on social too. So
Yeah, I quite literally wrote, "What do you want to see?" on this piece of paper.
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
And then I
without
also wrote-
further ado, let's sass it up.
Yeah, we should sass it up, which I haven't even prepared because I'm a dummy.
That's how
Let
we
me see
roll.
here.
So,
all right.
For those of you that don't know, sass is a hashtag. Scale as shiitake. If you don't know, then you shouldn't really be asking. But you guys can go check that on Instagram. And if you guys use the hashtag on every Tall Can Tuesday in the future, K-pop usually features some of the more recent scale as shiitake hashtags. So without further ado, also on Facebook.
I mean, I try. Oh yeah, and I mean we do Facebook every once in a while, but I feel like Facebook is like, hey, if you want to come and hang out, and I'm on there every day, and if you post on K-pop RC on Facebook, like it's quite a active community that kind of is very insular in Facebook. I don't bring a lot of that to the YouTube side, but I feel like if you are on Facebook and you're not one of those who think it's like the total devil, which it totally is, then come and hang. But if not, yeah, come on Instagram, man. because Instagram is slightly less evil, owned by the same company, pretty much. So maybe it's just as evil. We're kind of toying with the idea of maybe doing a Discord. So I don't know if that might be slightly less evil, but who owns Discord? I don't know. Anyway, TJ, man, TJ's making a sick drifter. I'm assuming this is a drifter. It's like little Tall Can Tuesday project chopped and stretched. Dude, it's stretched.
Looking good, TJ.
TJ, man.
Yeah, where is it stretched in front of the rear wheel well?
Like here,
yes,
probably, right?
Maybe a little section added back in. That's where
just to get this wheelbase a little bit
Mm-hmm,
better.
mm-hmm.
Or maybe he hasn't cut it yet. Ha! TJ would know. TJ would know. Okay,
Looking
may
good,
I
TJ.
Cut and stretch. I mean, you think? I don't know. It's hard to read. Okay, I'm moving on. Oh yeah, so Jipper, man, Jipper's giving me a shout out because I think Paul here was like went to his channel and was like,
yeah, he's like, dude, he wants to get on the order form. He's like, as soon as you're ready to ship these things, he's like, I'm on board too. So
sick. Oh, sick. Okay, cool. Yeah.
awesome,
yeah.
guys.
So
Keep
yeah,
that
I'm
going.
telling you,
Spread the love.
Totally. And it's also it's Canadian funds, so it's going to be 40% cheaper for you or whatever. Oh, the Canadian dollar, man. Scale B&B.
What are we looking at here? What is the?
I don't know.
Oh crap! He's actually going. It's not just like a render, but
he's getting there.
All right, dude. I see where you're going with this.
I see where you're going with this. He's going with like a Mighty Car Mods kind of like, post-apocalyptic.
Dude, that's some Mad Max focus.
I think what he needs to do is he needs to go follow Aldrez, man. He needs to go follow Aldrez on Instagram because that dude is the king of like gritty, like dirty, like. But you like blur your eyes and it looks like a sick, and then you like unblur your eyes and it's like weirdly textured and like kind of like dirty and like it just makes your like skin crawl a bit in a weird way. And
it's got
sick.
some cool like exo cage over the rear fender that rolls out into that back section. That's kind of a cool like add a like little bit of drifty kind of.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like Scale B&B keep doing it, man. Keep going.
Yeah,
if this is version 1, yeah, keep tagging. I want to see where this is going. There's got to be, it could be some cool stuff there. I think maybe.
Well, we got Gear Guy in the house.
So custom paint on police car steelies. So the reason he made these steelies is for my neighbor project. If you guys don't know, I've made a Cletus McFarlane neighbor drift car, but it's not really a drift car. It's more of a burnout car. Has a line lock, and he designed these wheels for me. And I promise I'll get back to it. I feel like I got really fed up with that project, and I kind of put it aside. And the more I look at it, the more I want to like get back to it. But
now, real quick, do you feel like that fed you up because it didn't get like the traction that you feel like it deserved? Because it is a hell of a project. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I feel like more people should have seen that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. I don't know what it was.
It's not motivating as much as it once.
I don't know. It was just a lot of work, and then it just kind of like something else came up, and I was just like, "Oh, shiny!" And then I went that way, and then it just kind of stayed there.
We love the shiny things. What
I was like, "Oh, shiny this." I was like, "Oh,
enough said.
that.
I was just curious.
I'll do this. I'll do that." And then if I want to get it back to it, I gotta get the livery printed, and just the work of trying to figure out who's gonna print that.
Well, I know a guy.
That's quite literally the only thing that's like stopping me from going.
The livery is it, huh?
Yeah, I should really just get onto my shit and do it. Damn it.
Hit me up. I think we can.
All right. I will. It's designed. I don't need to design anything.
No, it's just it's like scaling and getting the shit printed and then figuring out your your relief cuts, right? Like
I don't even need relief cuts. I just need it to be printed. I can even be printed on white vinyl, and then I'll just cut it out because it's going on a white car. So I'll just cut really close and like whatever, as long as it's stretchy. That's like
So for those
you know,
guys that don't know, Gear Guy makes some really scale,
sweet reel. Oh
really
my
scale
god,
stuff, really scale rim
it's
packages,
crazy, man. It's
and based on all
crazy.
real stuff too. Like,
Yeah, like
yeah,
look,
look at those.
the from Yoda to like old Supra to like
Those look like the
freaking
Cobra, like 93 Cobra, like turbine rims right there.
right. Like I'm
So
yeah.
cool.
It's just nuts, and he's doing all like
Rad.
OEM stuff,
Yeah,
which is
OEM
pretty
replica stuff too. Yeah. Yeah, if you guys are
crazy.
interested, go check them out.
Like you're not gonna find any company that makes like these old freaking
No,
rims,
they're all
like
scale stuff, dude. Legit too.
and then also like Monster Parts does it as well, but I feel like he does like kind of other stuff. Hopefully he posts some stuff on SAS so we can talk about him. Yeah, there we go, Monster Parts. So
Monster
Monster Parts
Parts in
are
the house.
making
What up, Jimmy?
yeah. Monster Parts, man, is making some cool like hood pokies. So like you can buy this from him and you can pretty much poke it through your Lexan hood, make it look super scale as shit. Which
I
makes
got my
sense,
hood
man.
pokey with my K-pop stickers, by the way. That was kind of cool.
Oh, sick. Okay,
I
good.
feel like you threw me
Okay,
in some
good.
extra bits. That was kind of dope.
I may have, but anybody who orders stickers from kpoprc.com is probably going to get a poke. Actually, I've been putting pokies in every single order. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
That's
Except the
looking
people that
good.
buy pokies. Yeah,
Is that an
they got
OG Skyline?
yeah, but like I don't know I don't even know what this process is to get that texture on the
To
lights
get the
there. I don't
yeah,
know.
dude.
But
Might
I
even
think the
be
big
printed in, huh?
the
Modeled
big
in.
thing that RC Garage was talking about was like that he specifically got yellow like not daylight like what is it?
Warm glow LEDs. It's a different
Yeah,
spectrum. It's like a
32
like yeah,
32 yeah,
3200K.
3200K or whatever. So he's looking for those yellow lights and he found them, man. Like
That looks
holy
good, man.
moly.
That looks the
Looks
part, doesn't it?
freaking good. I mean, RC Garage, bro. What are you doing, man? Why didn't you paint the back so that it doesn't spill out on the tire, bro? I feel like
Oh, got him.
throwing some shade, but I bet you
A
it's
little
just
bit of
because he
shade.
hasn't. Look, he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
Functional flame muffler on that guy, right?
Yeah, and also he. Oh, I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't
I
know.
love the OnlyFans license plate.
Totally, that's awesome. That's actually really funny. Send it. Yeah.
Good
If
deal.
you guys aren't following an absolute legend of RC scale as shitness, then yeah, what are you
Check
doing?
out
Like you got to check out
RC Garage.
But like please, because that dude deserves a lot more credit, and I'm just shit talking like there's no way that this man isn't gonna put some black tape back there. There's just no way. There's no way. He's just testing it out. Let's see here. So this is what I'm talking about. So a lot of scale is shit posters are crawlers. In the comments, man, let us know. 42 you guys watching, are you guys more into crawling than anything else? I kind of have a feeling that my audience is quite weirdly split.
I think just scale crawling inherently is more scale than not in crawling, right? Like
Yeah, oh for sure. I mean, also
might be
get
the
like I
most
mean
scale side of RC, I would say, besides drifting. I think drift guys take it just as far, maybe
yeah,
further.
but then you get like crawler, you get comp crawl. Like there's varying degree. Like there's the scale side of crawling, and then there's the comp crawlers, which just look like spiders.
Yeah, not too into the
So
comp stuff myself.
no, neither am I. But have you ever watched one like crawl almost
Oh,
vertical?
the functionality is amazing. I mean, there's no denying they're functional, but
Yeah. Dogma, man. I
is
don't
that
know.
a RC garage? Am I like what am I
I don't
looking at?
know. I have no idea. It says nice day for a
That
Sunday
looks
drive.
like the RC four-wheel drive dog sitting up on the whatever the
Oh
counter is
yeah.
back there. You know what I'm
Oh
talking
yeah. So
about?
yeah. So it's Let's look at
I
Dogma
think that's
RC.
his
Maybe.
garage, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, look,
Yeah. It
there it
is.
is. Yeah, look.
Totally
What
is.
a
I mean,
badass, dude. It's a kiss. That's
he's
pretty
making like
badass.
cartoon like there must be a
Yeah.
plug-in
Yeah.
or whatever. Okay. Well, anyway, if you aren't following Dogma, check him out. Am I
Check
following
him out.
Dogma? Following. Nice. Okay, cool.
Boom.
Keep moving. Scale points. Yeah, I should probably do a hatchie at some point. Actually,
Man, I
low-key,
love me
man.
some A86
86.
action. I almost bought one of those legit back in the
Like
day.
legit, and you're
Yeah,
kicking
legit.
yourself now
Well,
because they're like
I
30K.
it would have been an imported an actual JDM one too back before it was a thing. back before it was cool. You know what I'm saying? When we can actually afford
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I had a first gen RX-7, and I had the bug for a little while. So
Oh, I don't know what they're saying, but we're not gonna figure it out. No, the cool thing. So what people don't understand: rear wheel drive, super light platform, almost 50% weight distribution front to rear. So that's why these things are the darlings of the drift scene.
yeah, they might have
Is
started mountain drifting. In fact, that
Yeah, they may
platform
have. Yeah,
might be the originator of
yeah. A
affordable mountain drifting.
Corolla,
Yeah.
a Corolla did that. It's too bad the Corollas after that suck so hard. Anyway, Fuddy Muckers Scale Crawlers. Yeah, this dude is awesome. Anytime, if you're not crawling through streams, if your crawler isn't 100% waterproof, then you're doing it wrong. I feel like you're doing it wrong. You got to make sure well, I know Double Clutch, you live near the ocean, so anything you put in that ocean is going to probably like disintegrate into powder quite quickly, man. Unless you got some sacrificial plates bolted to it or something. No, I don't know. Yeah, don't drive anything in the
I
ocean.
throw a chassis plate into the ocean just so it eats that and not my models.
Yeah, there you go. Sacrificial, whatever. Anyway, but yeah, hilarious.
Yeah, if you're
But
not
yeah,
crawling in the water, you're not doing it
no,
right.
you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. Agreed. Scale
Ooh,
modified RC. Yeah, this dude's
that's an
doing like
OG
these like
Tamiya.
vintage Tamiya, and he's got this like look
Look
at the
at the effort in
background.
the background. Yeah, that's what I was just
Yeah.
gonna say, dude.
Yeah, nutty. But you know what? I think we've done it. I think we were actually not a lot of people are posting scale as shit hashtags lately.
You know, I got to get back on. I feel like there just hasn't been any new content that I'm making. I do have a few kind of like random projects right now, but they're not like motivating enough to like want to try to like do some content on. I was thinking about
Yeah,
hosing
don't.
down my garage and drifting some of my Baja trucks on the concrete when it's all wet.
Yeah, man. And then do like 240 frames per second, 1080, and
Yeah,
get 'em
exactly. Like
nice.
some ultra slow mo, but yeah,
My
I'll have some sass next weekend. I'll put some
If
up.
you do that, my recommendation is backlight it hard so that
Hmm
whatever
Straight Top
whatever
Gun, bro, all day. Come on.
whatever water, yeah,
Get that in the yeah, dude. I've been you planted some seeds. I got it.
I mean, I'm just saying because like 41 of you dudes watching, if you want to see whatever's kicking up the wheels, make sure the sun is
Got to be backlit.
behind you, yeah, or behind whatever's
Or if
happening.
it's roost, or if it's sand or dirt.
100p. In fact, try to get
100p.
that sun. Try to get that sun in your backlight.
Level, dude.
Try, man. Ooh. Anyway, check it out. So Monster Parts. I feel like Monster Parts not only makes inserts from MST barrels, just like Gear Guy does, but I don't think that's where he shines. I feel like he shines the most on these like accessories for 10
Yeah,
scale
these
stuff.
the top end motor kits that Monster Part does are
In,
like really scale. Crazy
insane, like
detail.
totally. Because I know a lot of the guys that are doing the no prep RC racing,
Really into
they
that
use
stuff.
yeah, but they usually have their like shelf queen bodies that don't really see any action. But then so you bring the model home, you put this thing on, you put it on your shelf, and it looks like fire. That's what I
He
would do.
usually does an up close picture too. Second one.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I mean, here, hold on.
Next
We
one.
can kind of go
Next one.
into them.
No.
Oh, I can go to the next. Oh, is it the next one?
What up,
No.
Jimmy? No, he didn't. Well, even though that was the only one. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay,
All right.
Dogma. We saw that one. Oh, there you go. There's a bit of a
Oh.
more of a close up shot for sure.
Yeah, Jimmy's got some cool stuff. Look at
This
that.
is that.
Come
I
on.
know, dude. This
That
guy
looks
built.
that looks like we were fucking looking just looking at it.
I
It's
know.
so good. It gets me,
So
man.
good.
That really
So
gets
good.
me.
I can't even. I don't even
That
know.
gets me.
Like what?
That gets me.
Oh man, that's cool
Oh,
too.
now we're
Dang.
getting crazy, bro. You
Scale.
fools
Oh,
are
scale.
scale cherry pickers, man. Look at this, some scale louvers. Now you're
I know.
talking.
So this is that dude that was doing that like crazy post-apocalyptic like focus or whatever it
Dude,
was.
that's
There it is.
there it is.
You know
Look
what?
at that thing,
I'm
dude.
gonna
That's dirty looking, huh?
I'm gonna
All
say. I'm
right.
gonna say. I wasn't so hype on the 3D model. I wasn't so hype on the 3D model, but this
He
is
pulled
pretty
it
sick.
off. He pulled that off.
Dude, I like you know when somebody takes the time to like properly measure out, even though like they might be too
The whole
big and
spacing.
just like the quality of work is
Great
there.
job. Great job.
I don't know if you would put a big block with
Creativity
a
level 100.
100p,
Straight up.
100p. Why not? Fine. Love it. Yeah. I mean,
Great job.
yeah. Keep moving. All right, Gear Guy, man. Gear Guy. I think we saw all these.
Man, with these things though, yeah, but we're seeing them mounted too. We've seen some of his raw stuff before.
Yeah, I think I'm already
Are you back at last week's?
yeah, I'm back at last week's for
All right.
sure. Oh my
So
god, but
here's
look
a
at this.
little mission for all you guys viewing is if you guys want to get
Yeah.
up on social and use the hashtag scale as Shitaka.
Yeah,
And
shit.
we will be looking
SHIT.
at some of those scale as Shiitake hashtags next week on the next Tall Can Tuesday. So I look forward to seeing
Yeah,
what you guys post.
totally. And I'm gonna do a year end of the best, scale is shit posts on Insta, and we're gonna kind of do a little feature of a few of these guys that are doing that stuff. So if if it's your passion is RC and you're building cool stuff, make sure to share it up so people can see it. Because like look at that guy with all those crazy fifth scale builds, man. Like nobody knows that dude exists. Like what are you doing, man? Or maybe that's the thing. Double clutch, you're like, I don't know if I want to make content about this thing because like I'm not passionate about it, and that's fair. So like maybe don't listen to me, the guy that's like, I need to make content because otherwise YouTube will break my channel. Maybe that's not the way to go.
I don't know, man. This is actually going to be a point of topic that we're going to discuss next week. So if y'all want to tune back
Yeah.
in, we'll catch you later. Same bad time, same bad channel. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Well, Brian, man, thanks a lot for coming out and hanging out on Tall Can Tuesday. It feels like we're gonna create our own little thing outside of Tall Can Tuesday, and maybe this is where Tall Can Tuesday evolves. I'm into it because it's really helpful for me, and like-minded people co-hosting and who also build really, really cool stuff. So if you guys aren't following Double Clutch Productions on YouTube or on Instagram, same name on Instagram, same name on YouTube, Double Clutch Productions. The link is in the description. Go check him out because he's building really cool stuff. And he's not building stuff to make content, all right? This is not Kevin Tallet where he's just like making ugly stuff. Like this guy's making cool things that he likes, and it shows in the freaking work. So
I build rigs for me, so I appreciate it. If you guys like what I'm doing, show that support, hit that like and subscribe, and do the same for K-pop. And yeah, I appreciate being on. I appreciate all you guys watching, and stay tuned for next week. We'll get some more stuff to talk about. So fifth scale's coming back. Stay tuned.
All right, Brian, I'm gonna hide you, and I'll talk to you in a sec. All right, man. Dudes, thanks a lot for coming out on Tall Can Tuesday, coming out and hanging out. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna try. Oh gosh, I need to get my loop going. Man, yeah. If you're not subscribed to the channel, then subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to come and hang out next week, then freaking do it for sure. I'm gonna have Brian on if he's available to come and hang out, and we're gonna go from there, and we'll see what happens. Yeah. If you're looking for, oh god, I'm trying to do two things at once. My brain is not working. If you were looking for a Baja kit, check out ddmracing.com. He's got a pre-order right now. I'm pretty sure he's getting those pre-orders at the end of the week. So if you are looking for this kit, it's going to sell out. It is going to sell out. I'm sorry. It's going to freaking totally sell out. So jump on that. So that's ddmracing.com. You can visit one of my sponsors and the guy that supports me at cardinalracing.com. He may also have a pre-order coming for those Bajas as well. So that's just another option if DDM sells out. But thanks so much for coming and hanging out. I'm going to turn on my logo loop. Oh, God. Logo loop. And we're going to say goodnight. Oh, I don't think you guys have audio, though. Screen share. We got this. We got this. We got this. Cheers to beers, boys. Have an awesome, awesome freaking Tuesday and an even better Wednesday. Cheers to beers, boys.